Oh, wait,
We
No,
are
it's
live.
It's live.
wait, I have to mute. Wait. Okay, go.
Go ahead.
Welcome back to The Dark Before. I don't remember exactly which episode we're on.
7.
Okay, thank you. Episode 7. Previously, our adventuring party was... No, we cannot hear you, Brian. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Focus on driving. I'm assuming you're driving. Oh, fair. Anyways, moving on. So they picked up the trail of an individual named Darin, who Nama knows is a hunter of part of her tribe. Okay. And with Kaiduna calling upon some deep memories from their past, was able to gather the insight to help pick up a sort of hidden trail left by Darin that they followed in the direction of a place that he identified as what were the words I used? I think it was like Underhill Safe, something like that.
Yeah.
Safe underground.
That's right.
Basically a message indicating that they were heading to he was heading to a safe location. And so following that trail, they came across some ancient ruins and encountered some gnolls. Managed to defeat the ravenous pack of gnolls before picking up the trail again and resuming their search. So let me see here. You're currently there.
You're looking, and since you already mentioned, I pretty much know exactly where it's at. We're going to the safe place.
Right.
Yes.
And so, like, after the battle, as you guys are sort of, patching yourselves up, cleaning yourselves up, getting stuff together, you can see Diff is chasing the chicken around and presumably attempting to stuff it back into his bag. Yeah, lots of dead gnolls. Anybody have any questions before we move on?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Wait. How many can I eat?
I'm sorry. How many did you eat?
How many of them can I eat?
How many of them can you eat?
How many can I eat?
Oh my god, you are having some issues, Jonah.
Yeah,
You're a
You're
robot.
coming in like a
What?
robot, and you keep
Hold on.
freezing. How many of them can you eat was the question. So if he
Yeah.
starts to move to eat, you see her
Oh,
stop. Yeah, you're coming through again.
Is it good or is it robot?
It's better now.
Okay, how many can I eat?
So Nama, would stop if he starts kind of like focusing on the eating and not following, would walk over, step on the groin of one of the gnolls while picking up the leg of one at the ankle and pull really hard, ripping it clean out of the socket, flesh and all, hand it to Balro and say, "Eat as we move," and start walking towards where we're going.
He's okay with that.
I mean, what are you going to do, really? That was an intimidating display.
Can we search the corpses really quick?
Yeah, sure. Do you want, like, everything that's on them, or are you looking for something specific?
Looking for anything anything of value.
They have, other than like their weapons and armor, they have accumulated like a random assortment of trinkets presumably, like judging by their craftsmanship, you see a variety of different styles, like cultural styles. So you're assuming these are things that the Gnolls have pilfered from people they've captured.
Mm, okay.
Since the
They are
face-
things like,
Oops.
sorry, they're things like trinkets. Some of them look like they might have been like crude children's toys. Some of them, look like they might have been some kind of currency or jewelry. That kind of stuff. Like one of them's like a bracelet that's made out of teeth and small bones.
Anything worth GP?
Yes. Go ahead and roll me. Let's do. I guess. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
2.
Okay. So. Wow. Okay. So you find. About that much worth of like crude currency, something that you think that you could probably exchange like based on value alone. And those are just like little, like crudely hammered pieces of metal, like carved teeth or like animal bones. And then let me see here. There's also they have spears. They have one of them has a battle axe. Actually, 2 of them have battle axes. 2 of them have whips. There's 2 longbows. There are 36 arrows. There are, let me see, 4 spears and 2 more longbows. So 4 longbows total.
It appears these mongrels have captured children. I imagine at some point we'll have to track down their lair and take care of them once we're done with what we need to do.
So I didn't want to interrupt at the beginning, and I just wanted to make sure. I am trying to force Balro to move and Bellis to move, knowing full well that they don't have a quicker means of transportation. Kaiduna, if you're exploring them, again, I can't force Bellis to do anything, or Balro, but I am moving on. I just want to make sure. So if you two follow or not, I am stressing to try and move those 2 specifically. Everyone else has a means of mounted movement, so I'm not forcing them.
Got it.
Yeah, so I just checked and I my new spell Summon Fae lasts for an hour. In that round, I think that fight was only 5 rounds? 6 rounds?
Something like that. It wasn't very long.
6. So she would get her awesome little Fae friend to pickpocket for any little trinkets and things as well. She wouldn't care at all about weapons, so just small things she could grab if she finds anything.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll me any checks or anything, but I will have you roll me a. Sorry, I was gonna get to this, but conversation kind of went elsewhere. But so Jijo and Josie, both of you go ahead and just roll me a d20.
Cool. Yeah, I'm assuming since the 2 of us are riding on the elk and the elk is faster than everyone else, we can catch up pretty.
That's Nama's
Fast.
assumption as well. Yeah, and also
Yeah.
Aiden's on the goat. So again, Bellis and Balro, who are on foot, are the only 2 that Nama, which is why she did with what she did with Balro.
Yeah.
Stop. Let's go.
Am I rolling an additional d20?
Yes. So the first one was just for coins. Okay.
By the way, Kaiduna will kind of show the group anything of value and then put it away in her stash.
I'm sorry. Could you make those D100 instead? I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. 100.
Excellent. So, Marzana, you find a dragon's bony talon hanging from a plain leather necklace.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Those are good. Oh,
Okay,
wait.
Dunnet, you find a knife that belonged to a relative.
What the fuck?
The ancestors.
What the fucking fuck?
So it's the talon or it's the tooth? Sorry, it's like the fingernail?
Yeah, it's the dragon's bony talon. I mean, if you want, I imagine it's probably like fused to the phalange, or it could be different. It could be more like a cat where it's retractable. I don't know. I'm not a. Yeah,
Oh, bony.
Okay, but
They're-
you said
they're
it's
not
like
retractable.
strapped to like a necklace, kind of? Like
yeah. It's sort of. It's just like tied up in like a simple leather necklace. Like the. It's just a leather cord that goes around your neck with a dragon's talon hanging off of it.
okay. Yeah, when her Fey creature brings it back, she kind of like look at it a little surprised, but pocket it. Pat her little Fey creature on the head and give her a seat next to her.
Nice. Doesn't it have a hover speed?
Yeah, I don't know how it's definitely not as fast as my elk though. It
Well,
can
it
go
could-
40.
It could basically. I mean, if it has a hover speed, it could be mounted on the elk, but still be like hovering off of it.
Oh yeah.
Because
Probably.
like hovering means they basically have a movement speed. They just don't ever have to touch the ground.
Oh, adorable.
It's hovering in relation to the back of the goat.
Yeah,
Or
it's
the-
quantum locked to the elk.
Amazing. Yeah, Marzana treats both of her summoned creatures like legitimate flesh and blood creatures because she has no knowledge really of any difference. So, yeah. She kind of looks over at Kaydana and kind of squints her eyes. Are you done there or do you need another hand? Perhaps 4? She kind of smiles and nods to her little fairy friend.
Perhaps 4. I'm sorry, you were talking to Kaydana?
Yeah.
Can you repeat
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, no worries. She just kind of like looks over at her after her Fae returns with her findings. Are you ready to go, or do you need another hand?
Kaydana is like kind of holding the knife awkwardly, looking kind of concerned. But she'll put it away for now and say, "Oh yes, let's go. We better be moving on."
Marzena kind of like looks at Kaydana for a moment. Can I make a insight check to see? Because she's just kind of standing there, right?
Yeah, is Kaydana trying to like sort of keep their concern on the down low?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you roll an opposed perception.
Perception, cool.
So no, I'm sorry. For Jijo, that would be deception, and then for Marzana, that would be insight.
Insight, cool. And I'm assuming she does this like as she extends her hand to help her onto the elk.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Kaydana is distracted. Like something has suddenly occupied Kaydana's thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Marzena helps her onto the elk, and doesn't really say much, but she just kind of extends her hand and like pats her on the knee, and just kind of says, "I know that fighting is very hard. I don't like killing either. It is not a good feeling, and if you ever want to talk, we can do that." But she says the last part kind of like really awkwardly.
My dear, killing is just It's part of survival. It's part of life. Death is part of life, you know. We
She
must do what we must do after all.
she nods at that and kind of gives her another what she thinks is a reassuring pat for looking offward.
All right, well, I'm glad that you seem a bit better. If you ever want to talk, just say hi.
She turns to the elk and is like, hello, and says in Sylvan,
Can you catch up with our friends now?
By the way, Kaydana does also understand Sylvan.
oh, amazing.
Yep, amazing. That's great. Okay, so you guys have your trinkets. Balrog's trying to figure out how many of these things he can eat.
No, sorry,
Oh wait, no, yeah. You ripped the thing's leg off and gave it to Balrog.
It looks
Right.
like Jonah popped off too. I missed that part. Great.
Oh well, if people are.
Hold
Oh,
on. That's me. I'm sorry. Hold on.
It's okay if you can't get back into video, then don't.
No. I can get back. I'm just like,
Okay.
I'm having connectivity issues. But don't mind me.
Okay.
You're not still in New York, are you?
No. Hold on. I'm going back on.
Standing by.
Okay, hold on. Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me though?
Yes. I'm responding to what you're
Okay.
saying.
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So we're on our way.
Yes. Sorry, I was sidetracked.
You're good.
Let me see here.
To the safe place.
Right. Oh, roll 20 is being mean to me. That'll do. Okay, so you guys toss the bodies. You guys are moving on. You reach the area. You reach like the general vicinity. You start coming across this ground that's sort of like broken up. It has like large rocks jutting up out of the ground. What looks like kind of small sinkholes here and there. Lots of dense shrubbery, but not really a forest. More like tall grasses, bushes, the occasional tree. You can hear the sound of running water, but you're not sure exactly where it's coming from. It almost sounds like it's coming from like all around you. And as you continue on, Kaydana is looking for these sort of familiar signs.
Baby tail.
And well, you find what you're looking for,
Little nugget.
and you follow the trail into what looks like a thicket. Looks like a dense cluster of like a few short trees and like tall shrubs. And just from looking at it, it doesn't really look like there's anything there. It looks like this is kind of like that. It's just there. Like it doesn't look like the kind of thing that you could really climb into. And you kind of walk around it for a little bit, and you're like looking at it this way and looking at it that way. And then finally, you kind of peer through the branches, and you see what you're looking for. So you kind of push your way past the trees and the shrubbery, and you see like a rather large cave mouth, and it leads down into the ground.
Okay.
Let's go.
Is this the place?
We go in that shit.
Mm.
This feels
It
like the
seems
place.
like this is the place.
This feels like the place. I'm going in.
Give me 1 second.
What does my knoll leg taste like?
What, oh, your gnaw leg?
Yeah.
I don't even know, man. Because I'm pretty
Oh,
sure if it tasted like anything else, you'd probably just eat that.
Maybe.
Tastes like chicken.
Certainly
Nice.
does not taste like chicken.
Not nice.
Boiled chicken.
I mean, I could say it tastes like coyote, but I don't know what coyote tastes like, so I can't really tell you.
Tastes like chicken.
Not everything tastes like chicken. Haven't you ever seen The Matrix?
What does coyote taste like?
Oh, the idea of eating coyote is just like making me sick.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I really don't.
Isn't it more
I'm
like
sure it's super
hyena?
gamey.
I mean,
Similar
yeah, but
to
I'm assuming
pork
they're
and lean
adjacent.
beef.
Yeah, but what does hyena taste like?
I'm assuming the
Like
profile is
hyena,
adjacent.
duh.
This is all on Google.
What? What? What happened? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
What are we laughing at? What's going on?
What hyenas taste like.
Oh,
Tastes like hyenas, duh.
chicken.
Right?
No.
Except not really. Okay.
Tastes like chicken,
Um,
but not chicken.
I need more monitors.
Doesn't say what they taste like.
Because I have everything like layered on top of each other, and I'm always moving something around to get to something else.
Trying to get.
Oh,
this
it tastes like
motherfucker-
spoiled beef.
Nice.
Tastes Oh, that's gross. That is gross.
That's hot.
Balro is like that's the flavor. That's Flavor Town.
That's flavor time.
John, I got a question.
Yeah.
Is there a way to make it so the lighting on a map is like all dim light?
No.
Because it seems like it's either all dark or all light.
I not off the top of my head.
Well, I guess. All right. Oh, I can do this. Let's
Go
see
with
if
what you
that.
got.
Yeah. Let's see how that works. Nope, too dark. Sorry. All right.
Yo, Elizabeth, what's that outfit on your dress form?
Byleth.
Yeah. From Fire Emblem, it's a commission.
Wait, that's Violet? Oh my
Yeah.
god, I loved Four Houses. It was so
3
good.
houses.
Well, technically 3, but in my headcanon it's 4 because the
'Cause
church
of-
route.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So good. I think I
Neat.
played it. Yeah, I definitely played it 7 times and amassed over 300 hours.
I
It's so
have-
good. So good. I played as every combo I could. Oh, it was great.
Nice. I've never actually played the game, but I've officially made Tharja, working on Bailiff, and I have a Crom commission. in the
Tharja.
works.
Oh my god. I love that. He's my favorite himbo.
Yeah.
Chrome sucks.
Tell that to Chris.
Fair.
Just lead that up on Tuesdays.
Yeah. He is a total Chrome though, a nerd.
What a nerd. Dimitri's
Oh, wait,
now
Crom?
Crom. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said Kronk.
Oh, no,
Ah.
Crom.
I mean, Kronk is
Sorry, I was
also
really
awesome.
excited because I do love Kronk. Krom is okay.
Kronk is the best.
Not
Kronk
fire.
Put some
Best
respect on
boy.
his name.
Kronk is best boy. Crom, I don't know. I
Okay,
have.
I will say that for all you people with goats and elks and stuff,
Yeah,
yeah, they're not gonna fit in that hole.
definitely not the elk.
It was not made for them. Is what you're saying.
Right.
I will say, since she's here until the next daylight, if we have I was gonna say I guess we can just send them out into the forest, or right
Yes,
by the
you could.
torch.
And I know with Fine Steed, there's they have a mental connection, so they can communicate telepathically.
Mine
Although
doesn't.
your Fae thing, I believe, is
Oh, my Faye thing's different. She can come with me. She's small. She can fit in my hand.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's get this where it needs to go. Right there. Move this over here. Do that. We'll do this.
Oh, nice.
Can everybody see?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Ooh, things look. Yeah.
Booby.
Now, is it what was that, Elizabeth?
Spoopy.
She did not say boobies, if that's what you thought she said.
Spoopy.
Oh, I got you.
You perv.
No, I was like, did she forget to mute herself or something?
No. Yes, I'm just over here saying boobies for Who do you think I am?
I don't care. I'm just saying. Anyways, so yeah, you
Boobies
see what
aside.
you see. Yeah, boobies aside. John, what were you? Can you tell me what the status of the light is?
Oh, if it's dark in there, I'm pulling out a torch.
No, but I mean, can you? How does it look? Is there dim light? Can you see things?
Yeah, it's dim light. There's
Okay,
a
cool.
waterfall up ahead.
Cool.
Small stream.
Yeah.
Directly ahead
What
of
you
us.
can see, it's just now occurring to me what I could have done to get the effect I wanted. But what you can see is you are in some sort of cave system. Obviously, water is flowing into the cave system from somewhere, but you can also see parts of it that are sort of brightly lit from sunbeams coming down from above, cutting through the gloom and sort of illuminating certain areas of it. Yeah. So you guys climb down into the hole one by one, and yeah, the first thing you notice upon climbing into the hole is that there's water there.
One last thing before we drop in. I'm checking around the mouth of the cave to see if there are any tracks, specifically looking for the ones that led me to this direction in the first place.
Yes, you do see tracks. They do appear to be they're dry. They're definitely well defined, but they're dry. So it's
They've been here for a while.
Yeah. You see prints going in, but you don't see prints coming out.
So, and only the prints that I'm seeking, or are there other prints going in?
Humanoid prints, no.
Okay.
I mean, you
just
see
those.
you're oh, that's obviously a rat, and that's obviously
Sure, but no knolls or
Yeah.
anything crazy. Got
no.
it. Yep. Going in. Pretty much of the understanding that this is a safe space.
Right. Whoops. How far in do you move?
Yeah, I'll just start looking around, and yeah, if it's just dim light, I'll pull out a torch.
Okay.
And light it.
Right. So let me What? A torch is 20 and 20.
Yeah. You want to do me a favor too? Can you just hand me control of Balro?
Yeah. So many. Need to put all those monsters in a folder. Oops. There you go.
Thanks. Okay, yeah, I move up. Balro with me, and yep.
Oh wait, is Jonah? Is he?
Jonah
Yeah.
had dip family shiz now.
Oh, he's still AFK, or is he not coming back?
He's out.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yowdy.
That sucks. I didn't realize that.
Didn't either.
Yeah, I guess
Aiden
Aiden's moving
moved
up with you.
Yeah,
Sure. You make it to about right where you're at.
Yep.
And all you hear a sound that is reminiscent of a bowstring before something very heavy hits you in the back.
Okay.
Wow, that's rude.
A moment later, you hear another sound, and this one jumps on Balro.
They're kind of cute.
They're kind of dead.
Right. So, first one's against. First attack's against Nama.
Yep.
So, first one. Second one. Third one. Next three against Balro. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so against Nama, does a 20 hit?
Yeah, they all hit except for the 12.
Well, they were hidden, so it's
17. Yeah, then they all hit.
Okay, so there's that damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are now grappled,
Sure.
and
I'm down. I'm down. I'm unconscious.
okay. Make a dex saving throw.
Sure. $15. I missed it. I get my eye bitten out.
Yes, you lose an eye. Let me see. Against Balro, we got a 23, 22, and a 14. I think the 14 will miss him. Does a 14 miss Balro?
I am checking. 14 hits.
Okay, so this is all three against Balro. So against Balro, that is 50 damage. Yeah, he needs to make a dex saving throw.
He's down too.
So you watch as these. Wait a second.
Okay, we're both dying.
Did he make his dex save?
No, well, I didn't roll it, but I guess I can.
Let's see here.
Did he succeed? Yeah, he's succeeded.
Yep.
So he doesn't lose an eye.
Right.
Oh, and Aiden would have been
Well,
up. Aiden
Aiden-
would have been up with us, so I actually didn't fail my
Yeah.
dex save, so I still have my eye too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you would have had the bonus there. I was just about to say Aiden moved up with you, but hadn't
Yeah,
moved there.
I don't have control of Aiden's token.
It's okay. I didn't. Let me see. Which one is Aiden's?
Aiden's is that. Yeah.
There, right there. 1 second.
I don't see Marzena in here.
Uh,
Oh, I see.
I'm down here.
right. Okay. Why aren't you? Why aren't you finding me the things I need? Oh, shit. Okay. Cool. So nobody loses an eye. That's good. They are both down, and now we will move to initiative. So, everybody roll initiative.
All right, I have to touch my token. Ugh. Okay. It's a whole process. Oh, yay! Thank God.
If you want to just give me control of Aiden, I'll do whatever Brian says in the chat.
Man, it's a good thing you have extra monitors.
Yeah, I have plenty. Yeah.
Oops. Nope. Put it back. Nope. There we go.
By the way, Chad, just for my own mind, how long did it take us to get to this cave? Like 50 minutes? 30?
About 15 minutes. I'd say from the previous location, about a mile and a half overland. So probably about maybe 20 minutes max.
So it's probably been like half an hour since I
Right.
cast. Gotcha. Thank you.
So it'd be like about 15, 20 minutes to get to the area, about 15, 20 minutes look around.
Yeah. Mentally, I feel like I'm at around the 45-minute mark. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. That sounds about right. Cool. So you should have Aiden there. Does everybody have their initiative? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're still waiting on
Aiden.
Aiden, yeah.
Okay. I just got to it. I didn't know if you had done it or not. There it is.
Okay. Cool. That should be everybody. We'll go ahead and do this. Start from the top. Marzena, you're up. And after you will be your favorite person.
Exactly. Yeah, she saw them both hit the ground and immediately knows what she has to do. She wild shapes into her chalice. And then will cast Healing Word on Balro. So the chalice will then go toward our beautiful boxer friend whose name escapes me for some reason.
Namo. How much does Valor
Nama.
get?
Yes. So she gets chalice, he gets healing.
Okay, cool. So this is the chalice healing?
Uh
And that's
yes.
the healing word. Okay.
Cute.
They're
Okay.
conscious.
Your torch did not fall in the water. It's beside you.
That's fine.
Oh, I rolled like dust. Sorry about that. But she sees that they both stand. Well, not stand, but that they blink, and she breathes a sigh of relief. She then turns to her spirit and gets them to do her face step into this one, so she gets advantage on the first attack. The second one is not with advantage. So she's going to do 2 swipes of her sword. Wait, one sec. Wait, no, I have it here. There you are.
You don't have Fury or Frenzy during the last fight, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. Exhaustion.
The first one was with advantage, so that was a 13, and the second one is an 18.
First one misses, second one hits.
2. So that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You watch as it What's it attacking with?
It's a little sword.
You watch as it like floats over there, and it swings. The first swing with the sword, kind of like skips off the armor, and like the hulking cricket-like thing. It doesn't seem to notice, but then it comes back with the second stroke, and instead of like slashing at it, kind of stabs and finds like a chink in the armor and manages to get through and deal some damage. It like immediately like chitters like angrily, and it turns around. As it does, you see that this like sort of what you took for kind of like a maybe like a muscle or like some sort of ichor sac on its back. As it turns around, you see it kind of like wobbles, and you see the things inside of it kind of wobble and move around too. You can't really tell what they are from this distance, but you can definitely see that it's this thing on its back as it's like kind of moving and jumping around.
Cool. I would say that the Face Spirit is probably going to. How tall is this cavern?
Say about. It varies. So it's like the entrance you're in is probably only about 10 or 12 feet high. It's like rounded, so that the peak of it is like maybe 10 or 12 feet. But then it kind of drops down to a passage like this. This area right here is only about. It's about like the size of a doorway, so maybe a little bit taller than 5 feet. But then on the other side of that, it opens up to be about like the area that Nama is in. The roof of that is probably about 20 feet.
Okay. I just so directly above this spider, it's about 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. The
And
Face
it's lucky
Spirit's
you're standing where you're at because you can actually like just see it.
perfect. Okay. I think the Face Spirit is just going to. Ooh, wait. It doesn't want an opportunity attack, but it's going to fly above its head. So I won't put it on it so that you can still see it, but it's above it now. It's trying to draw it upward. And that's both our turns.
Oh, the face bear is trying to like lure it up the wall.
Basically. So now it's hovering above its head.
I got it.
But not without it doesn't want to get an opportunity attack, so it's pretty close above its head.
The space that it's in is currently available, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. All right, moving on to Balro.
I'm gonna move while getting up, rolling past him, getting to the other side of him, underneath the.
Did Balro still have? Balro still had hit points.
Got hit points.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep. And as I'm doing that, I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage, and then I'm gonna hit it twice with this club that I got. And of course, I'm attacking recklessly. So 15 and 21, do those hit?
15 misses, 1 hits.
Sure. Takes 10 points of damage.
Yeah, so it's now like facing away. And I think you said Bauer like rolled past it and it popped up in front of it. So yeah, it's like rah, and then comes down with the sort of now smoking and burning dinosaur club.
I'm in control, so it's up. We're upward strikes. I'm small.
Right.
Swinging down doesn't make sense.
Right. Well, it's kind of. I'm just imagining it like.
Sorry, should have never gave me control of your character.
Fair.
Wait, I'm sorry. I knew something was wrong. 6 was way too low. It didn't add my wisdom modifier.
On Chalice?
Noma, you get a plus. What's my wisdom? I think it's a +4. 1 sec.
Top
I mean, it would be if you were Fiona.
Yeah, but
sorry. Continue.
It's done. It should go to the next person.
Well, I'm sorry. You said they got extra hit points.
Yeah, sorry. The calculation was off on the dice. It didn't add my wisdom. She should have gotten an extra 5.
Was it both of them or just the one?
Just her. Just the chalice.
Okay. Gotcha. So, I'm sorry, you said that was it for Balro?
Yep.
Kaidena, you're up.
Okay, so we're gonna pop off. Oh, let me make sure I'm within range. Okay, so we're gonna give this to the Fey Spirit, Nama, and Balro. We're gonna do it at level 4. Oh shit, I didn't do shit. Okay, so everyone's hit points go up by
20?
15? 20? Wait, 1, 2,
You cast it at 4th
Yeah.
level?
20, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Our
And,
max goes up by 20?
Yeah, for 8 hours.
Oh, wait,
So-
I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
Max and current go up by 5 for the duration. If you cast it at a higher level, it's plus 5 for each level above.
Right, and it's a
Cool.
second level spell, so that'd be 15,
15,
not 20.
correct.
15.
15.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I
Sorry,
have.
math is not my forte.
Well, it
So-
said, for whatever reason, it says abjuration 4.
So 15 temp hit points.
Yeah, no, 15. It increases your max and your total. So they're not temporary hit points.
They're real.
Oh.
Right. They're real
Okay.
hit points, and it basically raises your ceiling for 8 hours.
Okay, cool.
But do keep track of it, because if you don't, over time, you're just going to get a shitload of hit points.
Got you. Got
So,
you.
also, Nama, you want to take another hit?
Actually, I'm prone, so let Balro do it.
Barrow, take a hit.
Oh yeah. 14, because he's attacking recklessly, probably misses.
14 misses, yes.
Yep.
Is that it for Kadona?
That's my turn.
All right. So with all like the flash and dazzle coming at them from like over your general direction, this one here kind of turns around and seems to notice you for the first time. This one is kind of preoccupied with Balro and the Fae thing. It starts climbing up the wall as it's like lashing out with its limbs. So its attacks are going to be against Balro and the Fae Spirit. This other one kind of moves into this corner here. So it's still... Yeah, it actually leaps past the two of you. Right there, into that corner there. And its attacks are going to be against Aiden and Nama.
Not
So-
the person who's lying there dead and hasn't moved. It's still gonna go for her.
Well, I mean,
Alright. No, that's cool. Yeah, go ahead. Just saying. Go ahead.
Let's see. So we are going to do these first 3 attacks are going to be between Balro and the Fae Spirit. So we're going to do the claws against Balro and the bite against the Fae Spirit. So it's going to be Balro, Fae Spirit. Does a 15 hit Balro?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sheesh.
So 10 or 11.
Hold on a second.
9. No, don't adjust it. Keep going with it.
Yeah, but I think their math is wrong.
3d8 plus 4. No, it's accurate. You're just rolling really well.
And then,
Technically, you're still holding both of us. I didn't ask if you let go of us after you beat us to grab. So Balro actually...
well, the one that had been grappling Balro had gotten attacked. It would have dropped him.
Okay.
And the other one... Well, the other one would have dropped you when it moved.
Okay, so it thinks I'm dead.
Yeah. And then
But it's still
thinks
attacking me.
you're dead, and it realizes that Aiden was, like, standing right there.
Yeah, so all the attacks
So it
are
wasn't
getting...
Stop and nom.
Yeah, kill Brian.
Yes. So, anyways, so those attacks were against Balro. He's raging, so he would have resistance. But it looks like he is grappled again. And then this one's against the Fey Spirit. So that's going to be 21 slashing against the Fey.
Got you. They wouldn't have gotten. I don't think my thing would have benefited from the temp hit points, right? Or the altering of tip points. I don't think so.
It would have.
No, it's not like it doesn't affect
Wait,
things in
what?
an area. It's a number of targets.
Oh,
So it can only affect a number of individuals.
It did affect it because she chose the spirit.
Oh, okay.
right.
She
Sorry.
Right.
She chose
So
the
you said
spirit.
that's 21. So, oh, hey man, that's 4.
Oh, right.
really
Yeah.
long.
Well,
Choo.
Yeah, because Aiden has 100 hit points, but nobody attacks him, so
Let's see. How do I do that? Oh
attacks
yeah,
her. Sorry,
That's funny, John. That's funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. I just know Chad loves you. You guys like playing video games together.
you should play Destiny, John.
Oh, that's
The
how I live in
bromance.
D&D? Is that how I live in D&D? Okay. Noted. Keep that in mind.
They have
Um,
romance, John.
Also
So,
confirms that
are we
she-
all good with we all caught up with the Fey Spirit?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
3 attacks against Aiden.
cool.
1, 2, damn, that was close. And then 3. Wow.
First one.
Yeah, I don't think the 10 or the 15 does, though.
Brian, I don't
gotta
know.
have it 21. 21.
Yeah, so that's 11.
I don't know how your access is doing. Do you want me to mess with your numbers?
Yeah, if you can.
That's fine.
I j-
If you're driving or
try to
something, I
put-
prefer.
Right.
No, I'm not driving. I'm
Oh,
sitting in the back seat.
Gotcha.
I'm just listening.
Okay. So that's it for them. You can hear like ferocious sounds of combat. You hear, insectile cheering. The sounds of blades and claws scraping against shields and armor and flesh. Aiden, you're up.
So I'm gonna have John roll twice with Wackus Bonkus on the nearest one. And then
We're going one-handed, right?
Right.
Both hit.
Hey, Brian,
What's up?
pro tip. Put some smites in there.
Oh, yep. I forgot to say that.
I wouldn't.
It's cool. I'll do.
No?
You.
No? Okay.
Spells can be used
I mean,
for
he's in the
healing.
driver's seat. He's probably got the best intel.
Well, I would say, based on what we're looking at here, Brian, I would say Last Ditch Effort heals and also shielding spells are probably better. I was going to suggest that your bonus action casting Shield of Fate.
Yep, that's what I was gonna do.
That's wicked.
So I don't know. Are you still up, Nama or John?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
does
standing.
Paolo
Oh, I haven't stood back up. Both of us are fine on Healing Town, but I would suggest putting the shield on yourself.
Okay. Yep. I can do that then.
Yeah, because
So
with
that gives me a
those
23.
two solid
Paladin Town. Yeah,
two
those
solid
both hit.
hits, it's going to be a total of 20 damage from Aiden on the one. And Aiden, she should be fighting the same one that Balro's fighting. I don't know
Oh,
if you can see the map or not, Brian, but you're basically trying to make sure the one that's closest to our healers is the one that's getting beat the fuck out of.
right. So you're attacking the one that was fighting the Fey Spirit and
Yeah,
not the one that attacked Aiden.
correct.
Got you.
It only touched her once. It's holding.
Yeah.
It's technically holding her right now, but she doesn't care.
Yeah. No, I don't think it hit with both the
Both
quads.
attacks. Oh, okay. I see how it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she doesn't care even more.
Right. So I think that's it for Aiden. Moving on to Bellis.
Yeah. So if I move to this square where is that Aiden? Yeah, that's Aiden. Is and then attack this dude and then move here. That would be my move speed, right?
I believe that was 30 feet.
Yeah. Because it's
Yeah.
25 feet to Aiden's spot,
Mhm.
and then it's 5 feet to here. Or could I move here next to Nama?
Yeah. So if it's like 5 feet to get to Aiden's spot, the
Yeah.
one above it would be 30. you're good.
Okay.
I would say,
'Cause-
just
Oh.
for safety's sake, go here, because if you move out of Aiden's spot, both of them are going to swing at you.
oh, that's fair. Yeah.
No, but she could also move to the outside and go this way.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
she goes right here, she can move up and attack, and then she can just stay right there. Like,
yeah.
I got you.
I'm just not in like the prime position. Like if I want
Right.
it, what I really want to do is I want to be in the spot above
Mm.
this dude, but I can't be.
Right.
Hmm.
too slow.
Too slow. Exactly.
Are you hitting with a melee attack or a spell? Like a distance?
Melee
Okay, then yeah, you should move to that space adjacent to Balro.
to here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just attack this dude and get him out of the
Yep,
way.
that's the one that everybody seems to be beating the shit out of.
Yeah, we'll get him out of the way. Let Nama deal with the other one. She's great.
Um,
So we're gonna smack this dude upside the head with a great club. 15.
do it. 15 misses.
Fuck. Can I spend my inspiration?
If you want to spend it to get that 24, that will hit.
Doing it. 4. I hate myself.
Yep. So you kind of reach, like, kind of go awkwardly over the melee to like get your club in there, and you kind of just like jab it in the face. Like the whole scene is kind of backlit from the light of Nana's torch that she dropped, and you can kind of see now that you're closer and you're actually like up in this thing's face, is it's like kind of jittering around. You see the thing on its back kind of jiggling and shaking. You can see it's full of liquid, and you can see now that the things that are floating around inside it appear to be eyeballs.
Gross.
Yeah.
Balrog,
So-
we have snacks for you.
Oh my god.
They pop like bubbles.
Mama, you're up.
Yeah, so standing up for me, I'm going to go ahead and make it a part of the action. I'm going to swing my right foot over my left foot and spin upwards so that I kind of corkscrew up onto my one hand, grabbing the torch as I do so. As I'm spinning, the flame kind of swirls around her, and my legs come up towards its head to scissor grapple it. I'm going to attempt to grapple it. It needs to make athletics or arcana, or athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics or acrobatics? 16.
So I snap it, and then I'm going to make a second grapple attack against it to restrain it. I have advantage on this one because I'm grappling it already. So I
Nailed it.
I snap up, grab its head, pull it to the side, and slam it into the water. No damage to it, but I immediately lock like everything I can about it up. It has disadvantage on all of its attacks. I currently have +2 to my armor class, and yeah.
And this was the one that hadn't been hit.
This is the one that is not in that was fighting
Right.
Aiden.
So you managed to lock up its 4 like grasping limbs,
Mhm.
and it's now that it's on its back, its like kicking legs are pretty much useless.
Yeah.
But it's kicking them like furiously. So you've got these like 5-foot long cricket legs that are just thrashing around.
Absolutely, I love it. It is currently grappled, prone, and restrained, all 3 conditions. So that's my turn.
All right.
And sorry, I will use my bonus action to what's it called? There's a thing that I'm doing. I'm doing the thing that I'm doing. It doesn't have anything to do with fighting.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, here we go. So 1d8. So I will have 7, 15, 16, 17 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Just to double check, because I'm not super familiar with temp, that doesn't heal you, right? That just
Correct.
gives you on top of.
Yeah, temporary hit points is a separate pool. When you take damage, temporary goes first. If you gain 2 sources of temporary hit points, whatever the higher of the 2 is what you get. You cannot stack temporary hit points unless something in the verbiage of how you gain the temporary hit points specifies that they stack.
Okay, so you can still accept healing, is what I'm asking.
Correct. That is
Yes.
100% it. I am still bloodied.
Sick. Well, that's perfect because it's coming up to me. Marzena will look over at what does nuts Balro, because he also looks pretty messed up.
What's the nuts?
Yeah. So I'm so bad with names. It's anyway. Healing word him, and then give the chalice to Nama. I'm only going low level right now though because I have a feeling I might need. And then let me see. That was my bonus action. So for my action, I will guiding bolt. The other one, the one that no one's been picking on. Oh wait, are there 3?
You can't cast 2 spells in one turn.
Oh.
Cantrip only.
Got you. Okay.
Sorry.
But it's even though it's a like feature of mine.
Oh, you have a feature that says you can cast 2 level spells in a turn?
No, sorry. I meant that guiding bolt was a feature of mine.
Oh no, it's still a spell. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Spell rules apply. Unless you had spell driver.
Got you. That's a feat thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those things you could have bought at the beginning of character creation.
All right. Okay, so I will do a. Let's see. How close am I? Technically. Sorry, one sec. I was not prepared for. Oh, they changed what the shapes look like. Ugh, I hate that. Okay. Okay, I'm within distance. I'm just gonna hurl a little fire thing, little firebolt thing. It's not a firebolt, sorry. It's a 30 feet of produce flame. Which misses. So then she will turn to her fae. It
Right.
misses, right? 13?
Yep, 13 does miss.
Yeah. So she will turn to her little fae creature and try to say to it to attack while the iron is hot. It has advantage on this one, right? Because it's prone, you said?
Mm-mm.
No, the northernmost one is prone.
But
Yeah.
because of its positioning, you could fly over the top of the one that you're on, then descend down and pummel
Yeah, I
it.
was just going to say. Yeah, exactly. Because she's already above them by a few feet. So she's going to move above it and get advantage on the first attack. Or on both attacks, actually.
Mhm.
Let's see. Where are you again? Ugh. All right, I can just press this. Perfect. 1, 2. I'm assuming 23 and 22.
Yeah, 22 hits.
23
And the
also hits.
23?
What's it? Wait, why does that one have it?
It
Prone.
flew over the one that's fighting and went down to the one that
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
currently
The
ankle
restrained
locking.
one. Right.
Yeah.
So the 23 would hit as well.
Or half Nelsoning, since you said the legs are free.
So we're doing that much damage to that one. So 13, 14, 16,
Fuck that
17.
full Nelson.
Actually, yeah, the idea of you full
Fine.
Nelsoning a giant cricket is fucking awesome.
And its legs are like,
And this tiny, tiny little fairy is coming in with this giant sword and just like skewering it. It's great.
Yeah.
They will then use their bonus action to face step away so that they don't provoke an opportunity attack. And just get so they'll be like over here, but they'll be as high as possible. So if it's like 20 feet in the air, you said, right? 20 around that?
Yes.
Yeah, 20. Okay, so they're 20 feet in the air.
15. It kind of curves up, but it doesn't go much above 15. I'm trying to envision it in my head.
Okay, so they're like 15 in the air right here.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, if it's 15, that will probably be here,
okay.
actually. 15, because they have.
All right, cool. So we're on Marzena.
Marzena's done.
Yep. Moving on to Balro.
Yeah. So as it's paying attention to the thing flowing over its head, Balro is just gonna like recklessly swing for both of the kneecaps. First attack will hit, second attack will miss. He'll do 15 damage.
Gets that one.
Yeah, he just shoves it in there and goes. "Wah!"
So he's got that.
Hellfire
Okay.
Club.
math. Math is hard.
Sure.
He has exhaustion, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't have a disadvantage on attacks. Only disadvantage on ability checks for 1 level.
Oh, right. Cool. Well, it's a good thing he's not the grappler.
Yep.
So is that it for Balro?
Yeah.
And he's not frenzy raging.
No, he could.
Oh. Kedana.
Okay, this is Bless at level 2, so we're gonna give Bless to Balro. Bellis? Bellis?
Yeah, Bellis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aiden and Nama.
Wow. Thanks.
That was my bonus. Nama, do you want to
Yeah.
take a hit?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Nama, take a
Yeah,
hit.
this is the time. So as she kind of like feels the blessing of the ancestors come upon her, and she's got it in this haymaker, the sword stabs into its gut, and she throws her legs out to the sides and then brings them up into a scissor to grapple, like press with both knees and thighs into the sides of the cricket.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
This will be a haymaker. I have advantage, so I also have disadvantage.
It
But I also
crushes that like a watermelon.
Bless, so that'll be a total of 17 to hit.
17 hits, yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 13 damage.
Alright.
Oh wait, okay. So that was my bonus.
Nice.
For my action, I'll Sacred Flame on the one that's not
Wait,
being attacked currently.
You can bless as a bonus action?
I can
No.
because it's an enchantment.
Oh,
And I
okay,
can
that's right,
enchant
that's right.
bonus
Order
action.
domain.
Order
Domain.
It's the best. It's the best.
It is fucking great. It really is
forgot.
just Battlemaster the cleric.
I forgot.
Yeah,
I'm
get
sorry.
off my back, Dad. So I need a 16. I need you to roll a dex save, Cricket.
I saw
Is
you
this the one
talking
that's
to me.
restrained?
It is a cricket that is not being grappled by Nama.
Oh, okay. And you said it was dexterity?
Yes, please. That bitch.
It hops out of the way.
Okay,
Oh,
number
no.
1, fuck crickets. Number 2,
Accurate.
that's the end of my turn.
Aw.
Here, I was like, you guys should be scared of gnolls. You guys don't have gnolls. They're up to no good. They're like,
It's cricket.
bitch-ass dogs.
Quack.
They're
Well,
not dogs. They're hyenas.
at least we
They
can
taste
make,
like spoiled beef.
we can make cricket tacos. Crickets actually taste pretty good.
Crickets are pretty tasty. I like
They
chocolate
are
covered
tasty.
crickets, yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you guys ever get those the cricket protein bars?
No, I don't know about that.
Oh, they're
Um,
actually super good.
Sounds
So,
pretty good.
was that it for Kedana?
Yes.
Okay,
Cricket
cool.
time.
So moving on to these things. This one is restrained. I'm going to try to make an athletics check to get away.
Sure, I'll contest that. I have advantage.
Uh,
I failed.
Woo.
Oh wait, no, I have bless. Hold on. No, it gets away.
Ooh. It's like
Yeah, well, hold on.
frantically thrashing its legs, and it manages to
No,
kick
sorry.
free.
Yeah, you're still saying words. I still have things. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When a creature attempts to break a grapple with you and succeeds, you can spend your reaction and spend one. I already spent my reaction. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh,
You get free.
fair. So, like I was saying, it kind of you hang on. It's kind of like a bucking bronco in reverse. Like
Yeah.
it's trying to throw you off, but you're underneath it, and it manages to kick free, and it like rights itself.
That's fine.
So it is right about.
It's prone.
Actually, I'd say it's probably in that square. Yeah.
It's prone. Yeah.
Um,
It'll have to. If it wants to stand, it's going to have to spend half its move.
It will do that.
Okay.
It can attack because it used its action to break free, but
Correct.
it still has movement, so it rights itself. Looks like it's ready to scrap. Let me see here, and then the other one. Oh yeah, that faith thing. Isn't.
I'm going to try and do my best Brian impersonation if Brian wants to jump in and just do it for me. But I assume at this point, Aiden, being kind of in the fray, is like Wackus Bonkus and shield in hand, kind of, come get me, like trying to draw as much attention to herself as possible. Does that sound
is
about
true.
right, Brian?
That is, because
Man, if only there was like an entire oath devoted to that kind of shit.
Well, she's
There
doing
is.
her best.
That's fair. It is like quite a ruckus.
Yeah.
This thing, it will divide its attacks. It's going to be doing one claw attack against Balro and one claw attack against Aiden. And then the bite attack is also going to be against Aiden. So we'll do Aiden, Balro,
Arrow hit.
Aiden.
You don't. Oh, you do touch Aiden with the first attack.
The 23. I think that's on the
nose.
note.
Yeah, 23.
So that's 16 damage.
Wait,
gonna need a
I got a thing. I have
Oh.
a reaction. That saves 5 points of
Okay.
damage.
So it'll be 11 damage instead of 16.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Concentration check.
All right. So Aiden, Constitution saving throw.
And yeah,
Pretty sure that's
that's even without the bonus for being a paladin. Holy shit. Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Wait, no, that is with the bonus. It automatically. I
It's
forgot they
adjusted in.
fixed that. Yeah, and bless.
I'm not even gonna roll bless. It's just more.
Yeah.
It's icing on the cake, really.
And so against Balro, you said the 13 hit.
I'm not forgiving it.
You said the 13 hit Balro.
No, the 19 hit Balro.
Oh right. Oh yeah, because he attacked reckless.
I'm not gonna change the way he plays
Right.
his character. So
No,
it'll be
yeah, I got you.
12 points of damage, and
Right.
it didn't hit twice, so that's fine. Cool.
Oh wait, I don't know why I rolled damage for that. It missed.
No worries.
Yeah. So moving on to Aiden.
Bonkus Wackus, I believe. Is that right, Brian?
Yep. And we're gonna smite this thing.
Okay.
Wackus bonkus.
I'm going to go ahead and say, if you're going to use spell slots for smites, I would suggest a Searing Smite.
Okay.
Okay. Bonus action, cast Searing Smite on self.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's a DC 14. Which one you attacking?
The one that everybody's still been fighting. Bonk, bonk,
Both hit.
bonk, bonk, and then 1d6. Fire damage.
Is that on the first or the second?
It would have been on the first one, yeah. So
And then the
total.
blast as well.
Oh, yeah. Bless only adds to attack rolls.
Yeah, they both hit.
24 damage total, and that one is on fire.
Oh,
Until
is it?
Yeah, until a spell save ends, we can see it, and it's going to take a d6 points of fire damage each turn, unless it
Oh, wait.
douses itself in water.
Hold on. Let it. It's gonna make a Dex save.
Constitution save.
Oh, Constitution. Okay.
Failed.
Nope. It fails. So
So-
it is on fire. It
Yeah.
takes that damage. I'm gonna give it a. I guess we'll give it this like. I don't think there's a symbol for a flame. Nope.
So on a successful save, the spell ends. The end of the creature's turn. On a successful save, the spell ends. If the target or a creature within 5 feet of it uses an action to put out the flames, or if some other effect douses the flames. So it's going to make its saving throw during its ignition. At the start of its turn, it'll make that saving throw again and again. But actually, correction. It does not make a saving throw on its first turn. So at the start of its next turn, it failed. That Constitution saving throw will be its first failure. It doesn't actually roll against the initial damage. So it'll just take a d6 damage at the start of its turn.
Oh, so it catches on fire automatically.
Yeah, that's
And then
automatic.
it automatically takes damage?
And then it keeps taking fire at the start of its turn. At the start of the turn, Constitution saving throw. On a failure, you're still on fire, but as an action, you can douse yourself in flames or attempt to put it out. And it has to be completely submerged in water, so I don't know how deep the stream is. It'll probably have to go prone to do it.
Yeah.
That's it for Aiden.
Bellis.
And that's another first level spell slot.
Yes. So we are going to once again try and fuck up this dude.
Ask you for your help.
What?
You are going. I'm once again asking you for your help.
Fuck up this dude? 16?
Don't forget bless.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
+1 at least. It
The
hits.
minimum you can get out is a 1, and that will hit. So.
Oh, okay, great. And then Nama's still bloodied, right?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay.
Well, no, not even with the new paradigm.
Okay.
My hit point maximum being upped.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Does
Big
anyone
word
look
point.
bloodied though? No.
The only
Nala
one
was
I
fucked up.
go.
Oh, okay. If he looks fucked up, then Bellis would go, Balro, you're not looking so good, and throw out a healing word, first level 7.
Nice.
Why am I rolling so low on my damage?
Probably because I'm rolling high.
I'm literally rolling a 1. Because on my Great Club it's 1d8 plus 3.
Yep.
Right.
I'm
Okay,
so
that's
mad.
that there. And this fucker's on fire.
I do want to pose a thought here. I did suggest it for the Cyberpunk Red game, but I think it's better for this one because of Marzena. Our drink of choice for the group should be Coca-Cola Starlight. What do you guys think?
Oh my gosh, I remember seeing those in the store, and like even though I don't drink soda, I really wanted to buy one.
They taste like
They're
cotton
so
candy.
pretty. Does it?
Oh.
Yeah,
The best I can do is Zevia.
I love them.
Aw.
Zevia grape is so good though.
Zevia's good. I've got to
They're
do
the only
sugar
ones
free,
that are
so
safe for me.
I've got the zero sugar. Folks.
These are 0 sugar.
Sorry, add over.
I remember. Sorry, just a real quick story because that just reminded me of something. When I lived in Savannah, my roommate and I were walking around downtown one day, and they had this gigantic Coca-Cola box truck,
Nice.
and they were like promoting. They just released like a new kind of Coke. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, they just had like 2 guys sitting in the back of this box truck with the door open, and they were just like cruising slowly through downtown, and they were just like handing out sodas to everybody.
That's
Oh,
dope.
they
We were,
did
like,
that
waiting-
with rock stars on my work campus a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we were like standing in a corner waiting for this crosswalk, and it pulled up and stopped next to us, and 2 guys were like, "Hey guys, want a Coke?" And we were like, "Sure." And they just handed them to us, and they were like, "Take it easy." We were like, "Yeah," and they just drove off.
That's pretty rad.
That's so cool, but also a little sketch. Not gonna lie. You want a Coke?
No,
I mean, there's a big difference between a Coke and some Coke.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same damn joke. Damn it. I mean, my DM slot. That's what you did.
Like a very, very, very big difference. Nama, you're up.
Cool. I was kind of kneeling in that awkward position in that lock, so I kind of jumped from that position into a flying knee into this thing's face. Just regular unarmed strike. That'll probably work.
Yeah.
I will then use my bonus action to attempt to grapple. So go ahead with your check. I don't have advantage here. I still get it. So knee hits, and then the other foot kind of flies out and kind of scratches the wall a bit, comes up so that the inner portion of the knee kind of comes down on its shoulder, and then I just draw it downwards with the weight of that spin. I will use my last action to, like, kind of locking it down. It's not prone. It's just kind of head down underneath my leg. I'm going to jumping flying knee it straight in the face with the knee that I already need it with. This is going to miss. 14 plus 1 is 5. Or 15, yeah.
Right. Yeah, 15 will miss.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll just kind of hold its head, shoulder in between my leg, and I've got it in a grapple.
Okay. So moving on to Marzana.
Yeah. So seeing that they've been grappled, I think okay, so Balro doesn't look great. How does Aiden look? Like, is she bleeding at all or not really?
Aiden
Aiden's
has been
fine.
scratched.
This is the first time we've ever seen Aiden kind of like been hit, and
Well,
Okay.
I don't know. Like, Aiden was getting mauled by Knowles in that last fight.
sure, not so bad. His hit point total remained pretty good.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, high AC, yay.
Yeah, okay, so his armor got scratched, or her armor got scratched up.
Okay. Well, regardless, I think I'll just concentrate it all on Balro then. Try to
Yeah, Balro needs the love.
heal my boy. So we will do let's see. We'll do
5 of 90.
he will get the cure. He will also get the chalice. He's getting both.
Plus 7.
So 14.
7 more. Was that wisdom added?
Oh, why was that cure wounds? I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have pressed that. I thought that was healing word. Sorry
Well,
about that. So 7 plus whatever
It-
my healing word is.
It couldn't have been much worse than that. So
Oh,
yeah.
7. Okay.
All
Yeah,
lucky
but-
sevens. Okay, we're taking this one to Reno or Las Vegas. Let's go. The chalice did have the math accurate. Okay, yep.
Perfect. Okay, and then
So
I
that's a total
will
of- Oh, that 14?
yeah, so 14 to Balro, and then she will, having stepped forward, let me see, how close am I to the one who's restrained?
Not restrained, grappled.
Grappled, sorry. But you still get advantage on a grapple or no?
No,
Ugh.
I'm not there
Well-
yet. He jumped out of my block. I wanted to do some damage to him.
Fair. She'll still try to hit them, see what happens. With her fire again. Does 14 hit?
You're
Negative.
Oh, you're not blessed. Never mind.
Yeah, she's not hitting well with her fire, unfortunately. She's not really that type of person. So she'll just turn to her Fae and kind of point at it and say,
Try to finish it, please.
and then the Fae will move forward and hopefully have a much better chance.
The image I have in my head is like tribal as fuck. Because like the entire fight is in dim light that is lit only by flames.
Yeah, I'm still
Oh,
holding the
so
torch, by the way.
Yeah, so it's just like this frantic, like shadowy, crazy battle.
That's why I'm grappling with my thighs. Because I still have to hold this torch.
The Fae Spirit
Yeah.
will do what they did before and just,
Yeah.
get out of the way via Fae stepping.
Move in, disappear.
So I believe that 11 misses, even
But the
with
26
with
hit.
less.
So the 26 hit, so that was 15 damage.
Good attack.
Oh, right, yeah, the 26 did. Sorry, all these numbers.
No worries.
And that was the one that was grappled.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah, they're both looking really bad. The one that's on fire, especially, and not just because it's burning.
You burn.
Is that it for Marzena?
Yes.
Okay, moving on to Balro.
Barrow.
Sorry, she's gonna back up a little bit. Sorry, she's a coward. She's backing up. Sorry. That's her turn.
Bonk, bonk. Not of the wackest variety, but bonk nonetheless. What about? Crit and regular hit. That'll be 15, 21 for the crit, and regular one will be 8, so 29 total.
This is against the one that's on fire.
Yeah,
So how much was the damage on that first one?
21.
Yeah, the first one does it.
okay. It's gonna step over it then and just smash the next one with the second attack. 22 to hit.
And the 22 will hit
Yeah.
that one.
I would say for
That's
flavor,
good.
like it kind of like smashes the knee, and then he kind of drops the bat back and sees that it falls. And once it kind of hits the ground, he drags the bat across it, kind of grinding across his face, and then raises it up into the next one.
Right. And as you, because the thing's like on fire, and it's like, it's like, kind of thrashing. And as Balro like hits it, like the force that kind of ripples through its body makes the, as well as like being on fire, makes the sack full of eyeballs on its back just pop.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure like as he's dragging the club across its body, it's running through the eyes, so they're like,
Yeah,
as
it's making this
going.
like this disgusting, this gross
This
mess.
massive a trail of eye. Well, I'm out.
So that's it for that one. And then let me see. Moving on to that second attack hit this one.
Yeah, it'll be 8 damage on that one.
That was 8 damage. And then cool. So moving on to Kaidana.
Take your flame.
Let's do that.
No disadvantage on his decks or anything. Unfortunately.
Spike the punch.
Damn. It dodged.
Yes. Jumps to the side.
Muted.
Does that annoying
Sheena.
video game thing.
Kaidona's like, I've done enough for y'all already. Y'all need to just get this fight over with.
Nama kind of like holding it in its leg and getting ready to like snap kick it in the face, kind of looks back over her shoulder at you with their one hand that's free, points, like gives you the thumb, and she's like, "You're right, you're doing great."
Is that it for Kaidana?
Yeah, end of turn.
She's done enough for us.
This one, kind of realizing, like, seeing what's happening.
Escape
It can still
grapple.
attack while it's grappled, right?
Yep, no disadvantages or anything.
Okay.
Good old fashioned fun.
Yeah, it wants to get away,
Sure.
so it's gonna attack Nama.
Great, go with it.
First one,
That'll work.
second one,
That'll work.
third one.
Wait. Sorry, seeing it trying to
Oh, nice.
attack Nama, one of them, I don't know which one would hit or not. I don't want to know.
Yeah, not looking.
She will try to. Oh, wait, what?
Not looking.
None of them?
Don't
It's
look.
unfortunate.
No, just do the thing.
Okay. I don't know whether it hits or not, but I'm going to try to woe him.
The first one?
Do
Or the second one? Or the third one?
the first time she sees him try to strike her.
Okay,
So that would be a D6, right? Yes, D6.
and that's you're trying to reduce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reducing
so
their
it's 13.
ability.
13 will miss.
Yeah, cool. So
Did that work?
yeah,
Oh,
so
yay!
you see the claw kind of like shoot out from kind of behind the rocky wall, and you reach out and you're like, no!
Rosetta
And
pulls out one of her fake cards and does like the amazing Sailor Moon gif I continue to post, and just like flicks it in the air and kind of like looks at it dead in the eye and just whispers, "No."
Hold on. So this scene just played out in my head the best. So Nama, thumbs up to Kaidana. You're doing great! And then as the claw's coming to the side of her face, she's not paying attention. She watches as Marzena pulls out the card, and then Nama's face twists from happiness and joy with Kaidana to, wait, you've got his fates too? And then the first one misses, and then she like turns and looks, and the second one hits, and the third one just barely misses. And Nama's so confused. This doesn't make
Rosetta
any
just
sense
kind
with
of,
the
like-
card.
Rosetta just kind of smirks because she knows what she did, but she doesn't say anything.
How much damage on that one they got?
there we go. That was a claw. We'll do 20 damage.
Okay, that'll get through my temporary hit points, and it'll be 3 left over. Okay, cool.
Yes. And let me see. It didn't manage to down you, so it's still grappled.
Mm-hmm.
It's not happy about that.
As well, it shouldn't be.
Aiden.
Brian Bonk Bonk.
Bonk bonk.
Yeah, at this point, you probably don't need to burn anything. You can just beat the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21 hit points. Both hit. Bam, bam. Is it dead?
Is it dead?
It's still alive, but these two solid bludgeoning blows kind of crush it in a little bit.
Ooh, we like that. Bellis. Tired of holding it with my leg.
It's like if this was a thing with a skeleton on the inside, its ribs would be really broken.
Oh shit. So we're gonna move over here now, and then we're going to hit it with our great club.
Yay!
Smash, smash.
25.
For 4 points of damage. Please don't do it.
Please.
Please don't do it. Click it. Oh.
10!
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
Is it dead?
It's
Please
still
tell me.
alive!
What the fuck?
Alright. I'm going in on it. Ready?
Smash it!
Nama, like, moves her leg out, extends it outwards.
Oh wait, yeah, it is Nama's turn.
Yeah, it is.
She extends her leg outwards and then pulls back with the ankle so that she's drawing the cricket forwards and inwards, still maintaining the grapple, but switching between her foot and a handhold. I'm going to, as I have it in a grapple, I'm going to Haymaker, but as a part of the Haymaker, I'm also going to move the creature for flavor. I'll explain what happens depending on whether it hits or not. It does.
You're gonna, I'm sorry, do what for flavor?
I'm going to move it. Grapple, I can force move
Oh,
things. So
okay, yeah, the 25 will hit.
I pull it down so it's like crunched over itself, like kneel or kind of bent over. My hands snap down onto the back of its torso, and I lift it straight up in that position so that I'm reverse power bombing, suplexing it behind me.
As you do that, it like lands directly on like the sack of eyes,
Oh,
and you watch it kind of like it's like body slamming somebody onto a beanbag. Like you see it just go, and it just explodes out, and the thing hits the ground, and it hits the ground so hard that like it.
does
Do
Nama?
you remember how the last Graboid died in Tremors?
I do.
That's what happens.
Oh god, okay, so it's definitely not alive.
No, you just pinataed the shit out of this thing.
Okay, perfect. Right on a rock in the water there. Just
Yeah,
'cause
it's like
if it didn't kill it, what I was going to do was grab its legs that were now up in the air and then pull it back over my head so that it came back over top of me and slammed into the rock again.
yeah.
I was literally just gonna go.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
4 times.
Yeah. Fortunately, the one was enough. It only had 4 hit points left.
Yeah, if it breaks apart, I'm literally just throwing the remainder of it out of my hands into the water next to it, angrily.
Fair.
Yeah, you have like two big pieces of chitin. Like,
Yeah, I just.
Yep.
I will take a look at its claws or mandibles. Do any of them look like they are sharp or suitable for like blades?
yeah. Like knowing what you know about the kind of materials that like people in your tribe would make
I have a
weapons
knife.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, this will do good stuff.
This will do nicely.
The claws seem to be kind of the proper length and like curvature that you could probably break them off away from the rest of the leg and maybe turn them into some kind of dagger with a little bit of work.
Okay.
The mandibles look like
Well, with the
they're kind of like scissor-like.
yeah. With
And
the-
you think that each one of those could maybe be improvised into some sort of like short sword.
What I was going to ask, with the lot of them, like every single piece that I have here, Nama's pretty well minded on blade size being important, and so she would be thinking right now: can I fashion the mandibles in such a way that it forms like an axe head? I am trying to form a battle axe or a great axe with mandibles.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's like the inside edge of each mandible is like the bladed side.
Right.
So you're kind of, you got one in each hand, and you're like looking at them, and you're like, because you know that they close in on themselves.
Yep.
You're like, no, that's not what I want to do, and then you're like,
Yep. Attach
Yeah.
the stake.
yeah, you're like, this isn't going to work, and then you're like,
Okay.
that's it. That's what I'm looking for.
Perfection.
That's the
She's
stuff.
going to easily remove the ones from the one that's broken apart, and then the burning one. Get those out too.
And yeah, and you know that like there's probably as far as like looking for something as far as like a haft for like either a battle axe or a great axe,
Mm-hmm.
you know, sections of the leg. If you wanted to make like
Oh, hell yeah.
A versatile axe, it'd
Yeah.
probably be like one of the shorter sections. But if you take like the long section off of the jumping leg,
Because they have big legs. That's right.
yeah.
Okay.
So you take that one, you're like, yeah, that can be a good haft for like a great axe.
Yeah, if everybody humors Nama for a second, she's going to take the one that she just basically destroyed and cut its leg open, rip its femur out, wash it in the water, kind of carve off the meat of it. Probably not taking too long for her. She's probably done this before.
Did you say it's femur?
Yeah,
It's
Honey, that's
got
a
an
cricket.
exoskeleton.
that's a cricket. Well, look. Oh, he said there was a bone inside. Did you not?
No, I said if this was a thing that had its bones on the inside,
Oh.
because it's got an exoskeleton and not an endoskeleton.
You gotta hollow it out. Just feed Balro the.
Yeah,
stuff
just let him
you take out the
slurp
inside.
it out.
Prop
Like
him,
a crab
prop him
leg.
inside of an open wound.
Balro slurps out the meats, and then, yeah, we'll take that and, see, it's hollow, though. I don't know how I feel about it as a hafted weapon. Anyway, yeah, I'll just
Fine.
use that, and then I'll use leather that I've got on person and just strap it to the things, making a very makeshift battle axe.
Chayton is very strong.
The
Sorry.
quality of this weapon is dubious at best.
Oh no.
You think it might be able to do some damage in a fight, but it probably wouldn't hold up too well.
Yep.
If you wanted to make something a bit more sturdy and secure, it would require some more time and different materials.
What Nama would do is she would say, I've seen some of the warriors in the valley use weapons like this, Aiden. It might benefit you, or it might benefit Balro to use something like this. I know it's not very good, but from the look of your armor, I'm sure that you could do better than this, so work with what you can. Take this and make it good.
So basically what will happen is if you roll a 1, the weapon will break and become useless.
Yep.
The parts will probably be salvageable to the point where you could probably just gather the parts again and at a later date try to
Rebuild it.
rebuild it. I did say dubious.
Doobie.
I was trying to make a roach joke.
That is a stretch.
Dubious dubia?
I mean, that's-
Elizabeth, I can't keep defending you if you're gonna do this to us.
I'm so sorry, Elizabeth. I'm gonna need you to stop because you actually made Chad tell dad jokes in the memes channel. Like,
I made him do nothing. I forced that on no
Oh, a
one.
dubia is a type of roach?
It is a type of roach. You've
I
never
thought
heard
we
of
were
a
talking
dubia?
about weed.
No.
Oh my god, like a doobie.
No.
Came back
Like
at a great
dubia
moment.
roach.
Okay, who knows? Like this. Okay, who knows that dubia is a type of roach?
Okay, I bet you $10 that Magpie knows what a dubia roach is because she has the lizards.
what's
Ask
happening?
her.
Yeah, they're debating the, I guess the etymology of entomology?
Entomology would be
No.
better.
what?
actually.
I thought I
Oh my
was
God.
making a weed joke
Wait,
and I
were
was
you just
making a
trying to make an
roach joke.
etymology joke with entomology, Chad? Like, you're trying to do a dad pun. Etymologically, using the word entomology, I'm out. I am out. I don't like it.
Well, I know that one of them is a focus on insects and one of them is a focus on words.
Yeah.
Right.
Etymology would be the focus on words. Entomology would be the focus
Yeah,
on
that's
words.
what yeah. So they're debating the etymology
Of
of
entomology.
entomology.
Yeah. And I said, you're trying
Yeah.
to make an etymological pun, entomology, and I am not a fan. I'm out.
Yeah, but I stuck it.
It was pretty good. Okay, so I'm moving it.
Right.
Next.
So yeah, combat is resolved. From right about where you're at, Nama, what is your passive perception?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me just Let me
It's
just.
10.
Okay. You hear lots of background noise.
Balrose
water.
is also, it's 13. Respectable. And Aiden's is 11. Anybody got 12?
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Balro, especially being like smaller, and kind of
That's
like
a
lower
14,
to the.
by the way.
Oh. It would become apparent basically from where you're at. Like, a 13 and above would be more than enough. You can hear like some kind of ceaseless scuttling noises in this general direction.
Okay.
Sounds like hundreds or maybe even thousands of little things scuttling around. Like, it's literally like, as you walked up to it, you thought it was part of the water noise because of how like consistent it was. And then as you got to about where you're at, you can hear like the distinct difference in the sounds, as like one of them is on your left side and one of them is on your right side.
Can I make a survival check to see if that's dangerous?
Yes.
24.
So yeah, with a 24, you're kind of like looking around, and even as you just like start thinking about it and you're looking around, you very quickly put two and two together. You don't. You think it's probably some kind of insect or arthropod or bug, something that lives in caves. You don't think it is like the things you just fought. You think that it's probably something smaller, more mundane, but will probably attack you if you get in its area.
Like a swarm?
No, I mean like more like its territory. Like whatever these things are, they're occupying that area over there. If you get into it, they'll probably attack you.
Well, what
You can't really see what it is because you can't really see what they are because it's dark. And I'm not sure if you guys can. Well, I'm not sure how well I set that up. No, I didn't. So I think you guys can see kind of what's happening over here.
No.
Like, well, I'm not sure how dark it is, but
Bunch
you
of
can.
rocks.
Yeah, you can see that it's like to navigate through those rocks with tight spaces and stuff like that.
Yuck. No.
Okay.
So
Well, Nama is going to look to Kay Dunna and say, they probably don't understand the Speak of the Valley, right? She says, and she's kind of looking at the dead creatures.
I'm sorry, my dear. The bugs don't understand?
Well, whatever those were, she said. They kind of moved around like people.
No, I imagine they wouldn't.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to call out for Name of Hunter here and see if he's in these caves. It should be able to go down all these passageways, and he might be able to hear us.
I'm hearing some kind of creature. Can you not hear that?
That's just the water.
Oh no, dear. That's definitely some kind of skittering bug.
The
When Kiana says that, Marzena takes a step forward.
Oh, I was told that you don't see as well as I do, so maybe I should take a look.
And using her like super cool dark vision abilities as an Azamar, she's gonna try to make some perception and see what she can see down this tunnel. Perception.
This tunnel here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that she said the scuttling was coming from.
Right. So, standing there and with that perception check, as you're sort of just like taking a moment to just sort of almost like meditate on your natural surroundings, you feel the water like running over your feet from where you're standing. You can kind of feel the flow of it as you're standing at this like little fork as the water runs off to this direction and then that direction as well. And then as you're like trying to listen for the sound, it very quickly becomes apparent behind you, in this area.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, are you, like, is that enough for you, or is there more information you're looking for?
Sorry, you said that what happened behind me?
You were trying to figure out where this creature was at, right?
Yeah, more so also if I could catch a glimpse of it, because I know that I can see better than the rest of these people.
Oh, right. You have dark vision.
I have good dark vision.
I got you. Well, yeah, as you kind of like look over here, you see, especially in the dim light, and you don't have like any of that, like the outside, the outer edge of the rocks are kind of bathed in firelight from Nama's torch, but because there's so many rocks, that's casting like very sharp, deep shadows. And so at first you see what you think is like maybe like wet rock or some kind of like smooth, lustrous rock, but you can see it's kind of moving. And then as you kind of like peer at it and you're trying to make sense of it, you realize that it's the glistening chitinous shells of centipedes that are crawling all over these rocks.
Oh, the rocks that we're standing on?
No.
Or sorry, these rocks, you mean?
Yeah, hold on a second. Why? Okay. Here, I'm gonna put these up here, but only Marzana can see them.
Yeah.
She's kind of sussed out what they're doing.
Yeah, the second that she realizes that there's creatures there, she kind of like very calmly tilts her head back.
Do not panic, but there are very gross creatures crawling on rock.
And she'll point in that direction.
I don't know if you can see. Can you?
Yeah, these things are each. These things are each probably about. I'd say about a foot long and about as big as this Red Bull can.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Yeah, she'll immediately take a step back.
Maybe one of you can light something. I don't really want to be close, but yeah, they're over there.
And she'll point.
So you're saying he's not over there then? Okay, well, we don't have to go that way, she says as she starts making her way this way. She then kind of looks over her shoulder as she's walking. You do remember we're looking for insert name of hunter here.
Darn,
that's right. Sorry,
you remember we're looking for a name of person.
yeah, I was fishing for it subtly. My notes got buried.
It's okay.
Marzana, do you see any? Hold on, Nama. Marzana, do you see any more bugs going this way?
She'll kind of like look like she looks really reluctant, but she'll join Nama ahead and kind of look forward, just like, you know, surface glances
As she
around.
Kind of steps in, kind of looks over. Nama kind of leans in and whispers, "Hey, you didn't tell me you did the card drawing for those guys. How did you even know that they were here?"
She just kind of like smiles a little bit. She looks terrified. Like, don't get me wrong. She looks like she's shitting a brick. She doesn't like being this close.
It's like a sheepish smile. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. And she just kind of says under her breath,
It is the fate, you see. I observe everything, and I have power to control slightly, both good and bad. Today was a bad day.
Nama's eyes widen, and she's like, "That's a lot."
she just, her smile kind of widens a bit now. She's still nervous, but relaxing a little bit.
Yes,
Where's Darn
We've
then?
been studying for years, and by knowing and seeing, we are able to control as well,
She
Where-
kind of pauses at that.
somewhat.
Where's Darn?
She just kind of like frowns at that.
No. We record. You see, we know when moments are shifting, but we do not know.
She kind of pauses at that.
You might call foresight. I don't know exactly where people are.
She kind of pauses at that again.
Does anyone have that power?
She addresses that to Kaydana.
Kaydana doesn't even like stop to think about it. She's like, "You two, we can have these kinds of philosophical conversations later." Marzena, check in there to see if there's any more centipedes.
Marzena kind of like nods again, sheepish again, and then just says under her breath,
I can tell you about fate later if you like. I can let you know if
and she kind of pauses.
Oh, wait, right. This.
Mama, stop distracting Marzena.
Mama genuinely does not have any idea that centipedes exist.
Amazing. And she,
Oh,
I'm
criminy.
deleting it. I'm sorry.
Oh.
What did you do?
I posted a
Oh
gif
my
of a
god, I
centipede.
nearly peed.
It's as long as a dude's arm. It's massive. You want to know a fun fact about
Disgusting.
centipedes
My guts.
in like cave centipedes? Like they hang from the ceilings, right?
ugh.
And when
Yeah.
bats are leaving their den, they snatch them like fishers, like do fish out of the sea.
Oh
They just
yeah,
grab
like
bats and then eat them hanging
Ugh.
upside down.
yeah, centipedes and millipedes are nasty.
Chad knows that because I murdered him with a centipede one time in a very similar fashion.
Yeah, well, it was like open the door. It's like, the room's empty, and it's just like smack. Ah, shut the door.
3 centipedes.
Okay, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna kill him.
from the
Okay.
ceiling.
Opens the door. Smack. Shuts the door. Fuck, they got me again.
Can you stop sending me,
no.
please? I am poisoned now, bud. And they just left your corpse, dude.
Oh no.
Marzena like looks ahead, but she pulls out the card she used when she was brandishing the Twist of Fate, and she just kind of like gingerly hands it over to Nama and just says,
You can look at this. I will take back in a moment.
and then just continues looking ahead.
Nama like takes a hold of it and kind of looks at it. It's just a rock. She says that out loud. It's just a rock.
Marzena immediately snatches it back.
You don't know. Okay, right. Right. I forgot that you don't have the wisdom of.
And she
As-
just
as you
turns
kind-
back ahead.
As you kind of snatch it away, Nama kind of goes, and then walks away from you, like totally put off by the whole conversation. Walks down the hall a little bit further without listening to whether or not there were centipedes, because she again doesn't know they exist.
Marzena
Yeah,
then
it's fine.
rushes to catch up with her, but she's still like having a like, these crazy kids shaking her fist moment because they don't appreciate
Um,
her wisdom.
As you are walking,
I get attacked by demon insects. Bring it,
Right.
baby.
yep. Except this time there's 2 of them for you.
I'm just trying to give.
No. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm just trying to give Elizabeth what she needs: a fight and murder.
Hey, I got one final blow under my
Nice.
belt so far.
I got an 18.
Cool. Oh, by the way, how many of those creatures did Balro kill? He killed one, right? He killed one of them?
Yeah.
Killed one of them. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, Nama killed the other one. That's
Right.
you.
I suplexed it to death.
So, yeah, an 18 is fine. You're walking along. You kind of feel like your foot kind of catch on something for a second, and then it's gone. You hear this, like, heavy creaking of wood, like a tree is falling.
Oh.
And you look up just as this trunk goes, and it comes flying down the passageway. And you manage to dive to the ground as it like sails by over you.
Nope. I touch the trap and I duck down just as it swings over me to figure out what it is. It swings and everyone's like, "Ah!" And Nama just kind of like gets up and is like, "Does it swing back or anything?"
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it loses a lot of its momentum, but
she kind
it's
of like
definitely like
gets down. Everyone gasps, and then she kind of, instead of standing straight up, she kind of steps forward and looks at them like, "What is this?" And it just swings behind her, like she doesn't even know it's there.
yeah. Actually, yeah. When she like moves forward, it's like far enough in this thing's pendulum that it like when it comes back, it barely misses the back of your head and sails up over you. Like
Yep.
everyone's like, "Ah!" And Nama turns around. And she's like, "What?"
I
It's
pulled,
like you
I
still
pulled the
don't.
string out though, whatever the trap snare was,
Yeah.
and I show it to them.
We're like, "Hey guys, I found something."
Look, a clue.
Yeah. So now you've got this giant mossy log that's sort of hanging in the hallway.
Yeah, I'll cover that when I turn around to face it. But like the funniest part is like, there's deadly centipedes over there. Nama doesn't see them. There's a trap that's gonna murder anyone in one shot. Nama doesn't see it.
I just love it. Like the second that happens and it swooshes by, Marzena just like blinks a few moments, straightens up.
This is why we observe.
She
We
goes,
don't.
What? What is this? This is a problem?
She just kind of like pauses and she thinks,
No, I mean, if I observe, I can try to prevent.
Prevent what?
Let me. What?
and she just gestures to like the giant log where she used to be.
She turns around, she looks at it, she goes, "Oh, where'd that come from?"
Kaydana will like lock eyes with Marzena and be like, she's blessed by the ancestors, I guess.
You see Nama turn around, she goes, "Really?"
Apparently so.
Marzena just kind of like pinches the bridge of her nose.
Listen, I can only channel this power 2 more times, so please, for both of our sake, let me try to look first.
And then she just kind of like awkwardly tries to grip Nama so they can
No.
switch positions, but she doesn't have any strength, so she's just kind of pawing at her.
She's not really noticing. She starts scratching her chin. She goes, "Blessed by the ancestors, but what about the stars? I know they're different, but they could be the same. I'm not blessed by them, right?"
Marzena just rolls her eyes.
No, it is. They are not a person. They are. It is a map. Time. All of time. Time is not
Oh.
ancestor, so they're different.
Who made it? Was it?
And she's saying this as she's trying to like push her, so she's trying to like do-si-do around her, but it's like an immovable object for her with her negative strength.
Nama actually kind of like seeing the attempt will actually kind of move, like she'll kind of turn and just kind of walk with Marzena kind of like on her, like glomming on her, I guess. But like
Yeah.
she kind of moves forward, like her head in the clouds, thinking.
As she's moving
Pondering
backward,
life.
Marzena's like her gaze is now like in panic mode. She's looking everywhere, trying to spot creatures or traps or anything. And then also try to respond to these questions.
No one makes the stars. Time is time. I just know what it is. It is like dog. I don't make dog. I just pet it.
I think Bellis would hear like a loud crunch come from behind everybody and see Balro kind of following along with a massive amount of grasshopper in his hand.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Balro, good job. That's what you're actually
full
supposed to
eyeballs.
be eating.
He says, "This is not so good. I don't like this."
Oh my god.
Toss
Perfect,
it in the
Balro.
water. It's like a child. This is what you're supposed to eat. No, I want candy. Give me candy and puppies now. I want them.
He was perfect. Also, he was perfectly content eating it beforehand until you told him that's what he's supposed to be eating. Like, oh yeah, this is a nice
Fucking
snack.
mistake.
Oh,
God
this is what
damn
I'm
it.
supposed to eat.
I
Gross.
don't like it.
Eh.
Nah.
But this is exactly what you asked for. Gross.
It's like half eaten.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start pretending that like everything is sentient.
Oh man.
Like,
that
oh
salad.
look at this.
You killed
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Oh man, that
Oh,
chicken nugget.
Bleeding that
He just-
dressing all over the place.
Yeah. He
You
just
really
does that
tossed
thing.
it and made it look delicious, but you shouldn't eat that, Balro.
Yeah.
I want that. Forbidden. Delicious.
So I'm sorry. You guys are about where you're at.
Yeah.
You know what? This whole time I forgot what Diff is doing, and it's fine because he doesn't know either.
Yeah, we would have probably forgot about him. Just leave him at the front.
Yeah.
Please don't kill.
Oh,
Stay.
imagine if he was on the back of our
Yep.
elk.
Yeah,
Watching the animals.
He's guarding him.
Yeah. Unless he
the
doesn't like
guy.
the elk. I thought they were tight. He was on his antlers, right?
They
Yeah.
seem cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, hanging out in the antlers will keep him at least like a decent distance out of harm's way.
For sure.
That's like 10 feet in the air. Nothing to
Yeah.
see.
So you guys are moving on through the caves?
Oh, Nama is.
Yeah.
And we're
Yes,
not
although
seeing-
Marzenna is attempting to
Marzenna's
like
looking-
peer ahead. She's got 60 feet. Let's see. With my dark vision, I can
If-
see. Yeah, 60 feet.
I would say that Marzenna's not walking terribly fast at this point. She's more kind of Nama's not moving terribly fast. She's very much saying a lot of things that sound like she's trying to piece together a riddle that literally is just word salad. But if Marzenna like says her name and kind of like addresses her, she will kind of look down to Marzenna and kind of like, what kind of situation?
She'll just kind of point to her eyes, which I like you'll notice are completely pupilless. They're just shining, and now that they're in the darkness, they almost look like they're a light source. And she just says,
I love that you have question, and I would love to answer, but let me look before you walk.
she just points ahead,
Let me look first, please.
and she extends her hand.
Just hold my hand, please. I will pull you when it's safe to walk.
You see her kind of like go,
Aw.
okay, and she takes your hand. And you've seen her like punch walls and smash them. You've seen her suplex grasshoppers and break them into shards. You've seen her fight snakes with her fists. Her hand actually feels kind of soft and like
Aw.
gentle when she takes your hand.
Oh, she just kind of smiles up at her.
All right, good. All right, I will look now.
And she, goes into mission mode and looks ahead, squints out into the what's kind of like darkness to her. She doesn't really know what full
Oh.
darkness is like.
I've still got a torch.
Yeah, so it's not even really darkness at all. It's just kind of, yeah. She's just got a little bit more range than the rest of y'all.
Mhm.
And she, do you want me to roll perception again, or?
Muted. Chad, talking to you. You're muted. No worries.
How about now?
You're good.
There you go.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, were you... I missed everything leading up to that question.
Sorry,
So
I'm
what are you
saying,
looking for?
We're just keeping an eye out for traps.
Yeah, just keeping an eye out for like traps or bugs or like anything. Do you want me to roll perception again, or is it just like an awareness
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah,
Perception.
no, go ahead and roll. Well, actually, if you're looking for traps, roll investigation. Just do perception.
Okay.
Especially since you have dark vision. Ooh, 24. That's excellent. You see what you at first think are like maybe like roots or vines, but you see that it's like the silhouette you see is like straight and taut. It has kind of like a rough texture, almost hairy like a root, but you can tell that like tension has been applied to both ends, and that's not natural. And you see two of them. You see one of them, and it's kind of crossing the path in this passage here, and then there's another one that's kind of crossing the path in this passage here. So it's like, I'll just do a little
Thingy.
Yeah, so it's like you got one that's right there, and then you got another one that's like right there.
I didn't really have a chance to say this before. I just want to make sure I do it before I forget. Balro would probably address Bellis, kind of walk over, tug on, the clothes, and kind of look up, and then he points at his wound and goes, ouchie, ouchie.
Bellis would kind of pat his head and then put a hand on his ouchie and put a healing word on him.
Yay!
Adorable.
It heals, but it leaves a really cool scar.
Ooh.
Nice.
Marzenna would immediately squeeze Nama's hand.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. I see something. It is another trap, I think. Does not look natural. I believe and she points this first one she points to. That way and she kind of points a bit farther ahead. That way too.
So when you point, like, you see Nama kind of like squinting, kind of looking at it with the fire. Those are just rocks.
She just kind of
Shakes her head. No, no, no. You see, there's a tightness there. That is a it is intentional.
she kind of looks around
And Kitana, do you see the
she
Hold
kind of
on.
looks around and thinks for a moment. She
She,
doesn't actually know who would have good vision.
she's gonna actually. Nama just had like a flash of insight. She's gonna lift up the because she's got the torch in one hand and she's holding hands with Marzena. But in the torch hand, she would have, since nobody took it from her, would have put the noose that she had in her hand. She's gonna pull the noose out and look at it. The foot snare, right? That she ripped out of the ground. She's gonna look at it. Does it look like a red grasp trap?
She just kind of
I'm sorry. The little noose. Where'd you get that?
The snare. When I triggered the trap, the swinging tree trap, she reached down and grabbed what had got her leg and pulled like the tripwire,
right.
whatever
Yeah.
it was, and ripped
Definitely,
it out of the
it's
ground.
the kind of it's like the kind of primitive rope that
The same
they
style of
typically
red grass
make.
trap. And she
Right.
goes,
so yeah.
"Oh!" And then she kind
It's
of
like the exact same kind of rope that you have.
she kind of like looks at it and like moment of insight. She goes, "Darn is here." And then she looks over at the thing again. I'm now going to make a survival check looking for the trap.
Yeah, and you've got advantage because you know
Marzena
exactly
also.
what you're looking for now.
Perfect.
Like
And
the thing
Marzena
that's
would
sort
like,
of
bring her up to it too.
yeah. The only difference between the rope that Nama has and the one that she found is that a 13 is
not
enough to tell you what you're looking at.
Okay, so I kind of have an idea of what the trap's starting point is, and I go, "Darn is here. He's got to be." He looks over to Marzena, still holding hands, and says, "Red grasp. We use these traps to catch big game."
She kind of
notice it
she
before
nods.
because we don't usually use them in caves, but yeah, I've seen a log trap like that before. Now that I think about it, man, that really would have hurt if someone got hit by it.
She kind of pauses at that.
But do you know it is your friend or
She kind of looks up toward Bellis.
do other people, other tribes do this too?
Muted.
Make those kinds of traps, yes. But what
Put up
Nama is saying is that
traps, yes.
what Nama is saying is that the rope itself is like red grasp. It's like red grasp rope.
Yeah, it's
The only
red.
difference between Nama's rope and the rope that they have found and the rope that's been used on these traps is that rope is like a lot more weathered and like got stuff tangled up in it and it's kind of frayed and beat up.
Yeah, it's kind of like a red binding kind of cord.
Okay, so
Right.
it's like very like unique to that region, like that area. Okay, got you.
It probably
Okay.
comes from like devilweed hemp. It's like a red hemp that they use.
Yeah, it's like an earthy red plant.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, Marzena has like no, so she just kind of nod her head.
Oh, all right. My people don't really use things like this. Would any of you know how to get rid of it so we could go find your friend?
Yeah. Well, if you're saying you see two of them, I'm just gonna go over there and see if I can't figure it out. It's probably a snare or something. I mean, not a lot of room to move around here. You said I kind of have an idea of where they're at, so I'm gonna take my makeshift battle axe and just use it to kind of poke the snare to try and spring the trap.
Yeah, I mean you can do that from like, I mean it doesn't have reach, but it would put you at
doing
safe
like
distance.
arm extend,
Yeah.
holding the end of it, and like I'm
Yeah.
kneeling down, getting there.
You could even like, you give it to Balro and like
And
hold
then
him by his
hold
like get a little extra reach there.
Bellis has long arms.
I hand Balro the axe. He says, "No, I don't want to eat this. I said that already."
So you trigger this
First one.
That snare there, you cut it, and then you hear like a snap, and then you hear like the tumbling of rocks, and then this like passage, that narrow little passage that you would have had to squeeze through to get, caves in with rocks.
Okay. And the other trap
let me-
is not sprung,
Yeah.
right?
No, the other trap is not. So let me just just grab a thing here.
I mean, I think what's going to happen at this point is Nama's going to go to work moving rocks, because the passageway needs to be cleared.
Right. Well, there are other. It's not like that whole area.
Oh, okay.
Here, give me a second to throw this
Sure.
down. And I'll explain to you what's going on.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's just sometimes Roll20 doesn't always give me what I want, and it's like I gotta use specific words instead of general ones.
I'm sure it's very surprising for everyone else, but Nama turns around and gives like a huge smile to Marzena.
You keep
You
cutting
cut
out.
for me, so I have no idea what you said.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, am I coming in good now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. She, after springing the trap, is like super satisfied with herself and turns back to Marzena and smiles.
Honey, you're still cutting out.
Oh, no,
you
cut
cut
out
out.
again.
Your punchline cut out. Oh no.
She
Oh no.
looks at Marzena after springing the trap and she smiles.
Oh, we all missed the smile.
Why is
Oh,
that
no.
happening? I gotta figure
Oh,
out.
no.
Maybe my percep. Okay, hold on. Let me check.
The anticipation is killing me.
It was
What's-
kind of like you were like being censored.
Let's see.
Yeah.
That
Like
is
she
kinda
turns
what it
back
felt
at
like.
Marzena
Oh,
and
it's
like,
automatically
tells her to
de-
fuck off or something.
Discord is automatically determining what my sensitivity levels were, so I'm gonna turn them down a little bit.
It's like
so-
calibrating
You can
now.
decide your
Yeah.
own sensitivity levels.
Yeah, I'm gonna set my levels. Thank you. I think
Roll20, why are you doing
I
this?
know what I want.
I had an update. or something.
Yeah, searching for Roll20 assets is not like using Google.
Fair. Well, in the meantime, instead of clearing the rocks, I am gonna just make sure that the last trap is also sprung.
Right. Right. So basically, it's like just like what I was saying earlier with the other area, where it's like there's a lot of rocks, but it looks like there's narrow passageways threaded through them.
They're not centipedes, are there?
No, you don't hear any of that noise. Although actually, there were some other things I wanted to tell Marzena with that roll, but you guys started getting into other stuff, and I
Ooh.
That's
got
fine.
distracted.
If we
no.
smash it with
So-
rocks, then
I'm really just trying to, you know what? I'm just going to throw this down, even though it's completely anachronistic and it's going to drive me nuts.
it's fine.
Because I cannot find a good. So
Did
you,
you type the word rubble?
yeah, I did like rock, stone, rubble,
Hmm.
and everything it was giving me was like not what I was looking for.
Okay.
But you know how it is. You're looking for something, you can't find it.
Oh yeah.
So there are other passageways threading through these rocks here that do not have traps and that are not blocked by rubble. You would have to squeeze to get through there, but yeah, like
So- We can make it through even though these specific ways are blocked. Got it.
right. So it would just require some squeezing, like some one at a time stuff. But again, with Marzena's perception check, you would, as you're kind of just standing there doing your thing, where you're kind of like just drinking in all the details you can about your surroundings to try and see what's going on. You hear some faint kind of scuttling noises over this way. Like really faint. It kind of sounds like, you hear the sound of like a faint scurry and then some falling rocks. And then you notice that also while you're standing there, you kind of look at the waterfall ahead of you. And as you're kind of considering it, you realize that there's like a hollow space behind it. It's not as big as like the space you found behind the other waterfall. But as you look at it more, you can see that there's something there.
Can I reach
Yeah,
in?
Marzana will. Oh, sorry, Elizabeth.
Oh, you're good. I was just gonna reach in.
Yeah, I mean, if you, I don't think Bellis would notice it, but if Marzana points it out and Bellis wants to grab it.
She would kind of like light up a little bit.
Bellis, I don't know if you see, but it looks like there is something behind the waterfall.
And she'll kind of point it out.
Bellis would look and be like, "Oh, yes, it looks like there might be," and kind of like reaches a hand in and like puts a head through water.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, you do. You kind of the space behind the waterfall is kind of more at like knee height for you. So you can either like kind of like reach down there, or you can kind of like bend over and stick your head down in there.
Mm-hmm.
You find what looks like kind of like a cache. Looks like somebody stashed some supplies there. You find a large leather, it's like a large leather satchel or like a backpack. Let me see here. That would be on. Is Adventurer's Kit not a thing?
It is.
Yeah, I just tried looking it up. It didn't.
Explorer's Pack.
That. Yep. Okay. Explorer's Pack.
Or Dungeoneering Kit.
Right.
Pack,
so.
Dungeoneering Pack.
Right. It would be an Explorer's Pack. And also another bag that is filled with an assortment of things. If you go through the other bag, it has one sort of so it has like one I don't want to say a wineskin, but I don't really know how else to describe it. It's like a water skin, I guess. A quick whiff of whatever's inside, like as soon as you would like pull the stopper off of it or whatever. Yeah, it's a gourd. That's what it is. It's a gourd with like a stopper in it. So you pull the stopper off, and immediately you get like this sharp odor of alcohol. And the other contents are so you find two of these mushrooms in like a small little bag, like a little belt pouch almost. And inside there you find two dried mushrooms. But just like a quick comparison would show you that these dried mushrooms are the same as the fresh mushrooms you have that are equivalent to healing potions. So you find two more of those.
Do they have to be prepared to use?
No, you just eat them.
Okay.
Chompy, chompy.
I can do that as
So these ones were kind of dried out. It looks like whoever had them, they were sitting in the pocket for a while.
Nice.
I mean, they haven't lost any of their effectiveness. It's just now that they're like
dried.
Yeah, they'll preserve longer.
Finding that, Bellis would get up and look to Nama. Nama, look what I found. Does this look anything like your friend's pouch?
I'd kind of quickly go through it, and I think Nama's first look would be at the Explorer's Kit. Like, would the rope be of the same red kind of twining, the red hemp?
Yeah, and it's actually about, so where we would normally expect like a 50-foot length of rope.
Yeah, it's very long.
It's about 25 feet.
Like it's been used.
Oh.
Yeah, like parts of it have been used.
Like for a trap?
Yeah.
Maybe. It looks like the same material.
Yep. I would say this is definitely Darn's pack for sure.
Oh, then we must be close.
There's also currency.
You see her kind of like light up, and she says, "Did he have any of the fire water?"
Is that what's in this gourd?
She snaps it out of Bellis's hand.
Oh, it smelled very nice.
Yeah, it has like the red grass symbol for like fire on the side.
Yeah. You see Nama look at it and she goes, "This is and you see her kind of like look side to side. She says, I know you found it. You found it. It's Darn's technically, so if Darn's still alive, it's his. But can I have it?"
Well, maybe
Is-
he
is
will
Nama an
share.
addict?
We can.
Zana kind of smiles and like chuckles.
I mean, technically, I found it, so
Oh.
I
So-
think everyone should have some, right?
She kind of smiles.
Sharing is caring.
You see Nama's head like shaking. She's like,
Maybe we can share
You
it
can have
later
first
once we
drink.
find Darren.
She'll hand it back to Bellis. She kind of goes, "If Marzena found it, she'd give it to whoever. But we should check and see if Darn's still alive first." She kind of like turns back to the falling rocks and says, "He's probably hiding back behind there. That's a pretty cunning spot." And Balro would come forward and say, "I'm small. I go first, because he won't have to squeeze through the tunnels."
That makes
True.
Marzena will also get her little Fey friend to accompany him.
Yeah, flying right on top.
Nice.
So, yeah,
Oh.
they get through.
But as soon Balro says, "I don't like you."
Or
To the thing.
The Fey does
it's like he looks at you and he's like, "You are bite-sized."
so. I don't know if it can speak, but it definitely knows Sylvan.
That's not what he said.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this would matter to you guys, but there was also currency with the stuff.
I don't care. But Bellis has it, so.
Yeah.
What is it? I guess I'll write it. down.
Go ahead and roll me 2d20.
2d20.
Actually, 3d20.
3d20. 39.
You see their count. So 390 GP worth
Wow.
of valuables.
I think Marzena would like kind of turn to Bellis.
And you seem to be the best with
She kind of points to her bags.
keeping things. Do you want to have it for us?
She kind of like pauses.
Is that okay to say?
You want me to hold it?
She sighs in relief.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't want to offend you because you're big, but I just thought you might. You're tall, so yes.
She
If
just
you
nods.
need something to be carried, I can easily do that. No need to burden you with anything.
She kind of breathes a sigh of relief.
Okay, good. I didn't want to offend you. Okay, good.
She kind of like shoves some of her stuff over to her.
Don't
Is-
worry, I know that I am stronger.
She just kind of smiles at that and looks at her own non-existent muscle.
Yes, I don't really do the gathering or the hunting.
A very massive hand kind of clasps Marzena on the shoulders from behind, and Nama says, "Yeah, but you know the maps of the stars and fates and stuff, so you're pretty strong too." And then kind of pats.
This is true. I can agree with Nama on this one.
She kind of grins a little at that.
Well, I mean, thank you. It is what I'm born with. All right. Well, let's look for friend.
And she like kind of like awkwardly tries to walk ahead.
So, but
Do you
guys
need me
send,
to carry you?
Balro first, and then
All right,
Nama.
Balro and the Fae first.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then
forward onto the breach.
it'd be Nama, and then Marzena, I think, and then at the
Mhm.
very back of the group would be Aiden. And the reason why, not because I don't think that Aiden would serve better in the front. Aiden won't be able to spot the traps like Nama can, or Marzena could, and Balro is small, so he can actually fight here.
Ye old dexterity save.
For Nama,
Well,
Balro?
and
I'm just saying for paladins, it's their Achilles heel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, we don't want them in the front for
Ooh, true.
traps.
and Aiden can also kind of protect
From
from
the
the
back.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mhm.
She protect, she attack. But most importantly, she don't eat her
You watch your
enemies
back.
as a snack.
It's important to have a strong bag.
Not wrong.
Good shit. So, yeah. So, like Balro and the Fey Spirit, they successfully navigate to the other side. No issues, no problems.
Okay. So it looks like we have a fork. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I can kind of see down a bit. Balro would, and Nama's kind of like right behind. What do we see down that way?
So there's also a rock here.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can kind of see the passages.
Yeah.
Kind of had to improvise with the lighting.
No worries. Looking right first, so south.
Right. The ground here is moist. Kind of this whole cave in general is kind of damp.
Mm-hmm.
But you can kind of sense that at least like the ground seems to dry as you head deeper into this area because the elevation kind of goes up a little bit.
Okay.
So,
how do the water
but the point I'm trying to make is that the ground is wet, so that it keeps prints. From the light of your torch, you can clearly see, like staring at your feet as you're walking, that there are other prints in this area that seem to be
Darns.
Yeah, and they seem to be heading down this way. But you can also see kind of splashed along the ground next to these footprints and kind of even like on the rock over here. Kind of amidst this like sparse greenery that's growing on the rock there is like a bloody handprint. And along the ground, following these footsteps, is like drops and splatters of blood. First, you see like a couple drops, but then there's like one where it looks like he kind of stopped and he leaned against the wall, and then he like either coughed or like bled a lot. Yeah. So you follow that on to right about. Let me see. You don't encounter any more traps. And I'm just gonna put you like right about where Balro's at.
Okay.
Seems to be the path you guys are taking. And the blood trail heads off down this way.
Okay. We're gonna continue down it.
Okay. Once you
cautiously, but not like super cautious or anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's making stealth checks.
No, we're not trying to be stealthy. That's not a
right.
thing.
So, you can hear this like faint, it's like almost like a clicking noise or like a popping. And Balro gets to about here, and he can see what looks like right here is what looks like red stone, or like
stone slick with something.
Yeah, well, it looks like stone, but it also has kind of like a pattern to it, or like an organic quality.
Okay.
And then as Balro watches it, hold on a second.
Aiden's doing a stone cunning.
Yep. But keep an eye on whatever the thing is. You probably realize it's not a rock before it's not a rock, so Aiden's probably not surprised.
Right. It's there's not going to be a surprise round. I was trying to kind of trying to go for like an effect.
Well, if Brian,
what you realize is that this is that something is like there's actually like a hollow there, and something is curled up in there.
Oh, got it.
And it shifts and moves, and then sort of unfurls. And Balro realizes it's a huge fucking centipede.
Okay.
Oh.
And
fuck yeah.
Between the plates and the like legs, as it's kind of like unfurling, this coiling creature of chitin and claws. You see between like the gaps there that Darin is clutched in its arms, and it's like curled up around him.
Oh,
No.
does he look
Oh.
dead?
Hard to say.
I would yell, "Darn!"
He doesn't. He.
Get out of here.
You see a little bit, like a little bit of motion. It's like if you were to like scream at a comatose person.
Got it.
How long has it been since our last fight, would you say?
Probably not more than 15 minutes.
We haven't taken a rest.
Yeah.
All right, we haven't rested. Got you. Okay.
We're going in.
Perfect. So my
Well, it is about 9:45
We can fight for 15 minutes and then we'll pause it right in the middle.
Yeah.
Give
Okay.
Elizabeth what she wants.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
Because who knows? Maybe we'll just kill it in 5 minutes.
We could.
True.
So I'm gonna go ahead and clear that.
Mm-hmm.
If everybody wants to go ahead and start rolling initiative,
You bet.
let me pull out a couple things.
Yeah.
She's dexterity, yeah?
What's that?
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
initiative's
believe so.
dexterity, right?
Yeah. Who do I... Oh, whoa, what?
Hmm?
Oh, I think I accidentally clicked one of my, bookmarks. It's okay, it wasn't on the stream, so... Not that I have anything up there that would be... terribly spicy.
What the? Roll20, why you do me like this?
Hit fun. Uh-oh, baby boy.
Think that's everything?
Him been...
Baby.
Him boy on TV now. I'm on
Him
TV.
star.
I'm Star.
Him star.
Ugh, I
Chad.
want that so
My new character, he is a Manx cat, and he fight centipedes. He eat them. I ate a centipede one
boy.
time. He really did.
I believe it.
Oh no!
He defend.
He just loves eating bugs.
He defend.
Mice or mousers?
Mouser.
All right.
Best
So, looks like we are starting with a Balro.
Yeah. He fight rage number 3 for the day, and moving in. Actually, he's gonna try and kind of come at it with a wide berth, opening up the space a little bit, and then bonk. Gotta bring up all the character sheets again, because yeah. Obviously going with a reckless. Both of those will hit. One's a crit.
Uh,
So
Hold on a
11
second.
and 19, so 30 damage total.
oh, you're employing your DM skills.
What do you mean?
You were like, that'll hit, and I was like, how the fuck do you know that?
26 and 28?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, you were reckless.
better
Reckless.
hit.
I got you. I thought you were talking. Yeah, never. Okay.
Well, we know it's AC
Um,
now. Thank you for
yeah,
spoiling. No, I never
Yes.
metagame out.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, I didn't. It didn't happen. Didn't happen. Didn't
Okay.
happen. Just forget everything you heard in the last 10 seconds.
No worries.
What?
30 damage.
30 damage. Yeah, that's a solid hit. Whatever this thing is not happy.
Okay.
Like
Good.
the plate he hit cracks in the middle. Like that
Perfection.
segment of its body cracks. Like it doesn't come apart, but the integrity of the outside is compromised.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it for Balro.
Yeah, he definitely moves to avoid hitting it in the guy.
What happened to Jonah? Did his internet collapse
No,
on
no,
him?
no. Jonah had family stuff.
Oh, okay.
No more
Yeah, I
stalling.
missed. Yeah.
Bye.
Kadena.
Okay, everyone gets bless. Well, 5 people get bless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone but the fairy. And me.
Hey, no fighting.
That is my bonus.
So
No.
that would be 1, 2, 3.
Am I gonna do that as my bonus or no? I can't see the thing, so I'm just not gonna.
Red is blessed for the trio that I'm currently tokening.
Yeah, I can't see. So I'm gonna use a I'm sorry, I'm having a okay, so I use a standard action to cast bless.
Mhm.
And and Balro gets another kick.
Oh, okay. Balro is obviously attacking recklessly.
Hit her again, Balro.
14? Probably not.
Plus 1d4.
Oh, bless. Sorry, yeah. 2, so 16. That hit, Chad?
Right. Yes, the 16 will hit.
12 more.
Cool. It's like you watch as like kind of like a wave of motion goes through its body, like every one of its limbs kind of moves in unison. And its like antenna are kind of flailing, and it's like it doesn't like cry or anything, but it's all its limbs and its mandibles like clashing and gnashing together makes just this horrible like scissoring sound. It sounds like a 100 people with a pair of scissors in each hand. Like, is that it for Kadena?
Yeah, end of turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, whoops. So these have, they weren't hidden. They just weren't present. They kind of snake their way out of the walls. Actually, this one would have appeared.
They burrowed through.
Well, they're sort of like, there's a lot of nooks and crannies and all kinds of stuff growing over on the walls. It's like that scene in Indiana Jones. But it kind of comes out of the wall here, and it's going to bite Nama and make some claw attacks against Bellis. So first against Nama, the other one's going to go all in on Balro. So this is going to be, that's against Nama. Bellis.
Yeah, it hits.
The 20 hits.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be 8 piercing plus 4 poison. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Got it. Plus blast.
Okay. Excellent. So yeah, you take 12 damage, but you pass the saving throw. You feel this thing bite you. You feel this like searing heat like race through your veins, and it kind of like races up your neck, and like you can almost feel it in your brain, and it makes you so fucking angry for just a moment, and then you're like, you kind of push it away and focus.
Yeah.
And let me see, that was against Nama, and then the other one was a 20 and a 14 against Bellis. So I'm assuming
Yeah,
the 20 hits.
Those hit.
And the 14 hits as well.
Yes.
Okay. So that'll be the first one. That's 8 piercing, and the second one is 4 piercing. So 12 total. This is against. This next one was against Balro. So that'll be Balro.
Yeah.
Balro. Oh shit.
Those all hit.
Okay then. Well. So that is 11. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So let me see. That was 4 piercing damage, so that'd be half to 2. The
Yeah.
other 7 damage was poison.
Cool.
Yeah, the extra 4 from Aiden's not going to do anything, but Bauer is also blessed. He might actually succeed. Oh, he's not within 10 feet of Aiden.
No, he didn't.
So let me see. So yeah, that would have been
Give me more
with the
damage.
reduction. That would have been 9 damage total.
Yep, I got it. Give me more damage.
Okay, yeah, right. The claw, 10. Half would be 5. The next claw, that's 3. Half would be 2.
Okay. He's
And
still standing.
then excellent.
And he
That's
is
it.
affected by the ability or the rage. He is more angry now than he's ever been.
Right. I mean, fortunately, Bauer is right up there getting in it, so doesn't change anything.
Not as adjacent to one, I can't see it because of the shadow. But is that right?
Yeah, but you still got your torch.
Oh no, I'm saying the way that the lighting in this map is working, I'm not able to see it. So it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to see
I
it just fine here in a second. I reach out and grab a hold of it by its neck, so it can go ahead and make an athletics check. I got a 15 because it's small. Right? Plus bless. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah. I think that's only attack rolls and saving throws, not ability checks.
No. When I'm trying to grapple a creature that's smaller than me, I have advantage.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't think bless affects an athletics check.
No, it does. Bless is it's ability checks, saving throws, and skill checks, or
Attack
attacks.
roll or saving throw.
No skill checks. Oh, okay. Well then,
No skill
15.
checks.
Okay, so
I'll grab it again. I get 2 attacks in a turn. F it.
Hell yeah.
23. You can't beat it with your biggest success. I grab a hold of it, and now that I have a hold of it, I'm going to move here, jump off this wall, and then I'm going to use 1 point of my 2 remaining Moxie to Moxie Fuel's fists for 2 attacks against, or not Moxie Fuel fists, sorry. Fisticuffs? No, what's it called? Basically Flurry of Blows. I'm going to make 2 unarmed attacks against this thing. The big one. 14 and 15.
are you making these unarmed strikes with the other one?
No, I'm not swinging to. I can't use an improvised. Actually, yeah, no, I can't use them for the unarmed attacks. Unfortunately.
Oh, I got you.
I was going
So you
to,
have a torch in one hand and a centipede in the other.
yes.
So what? You're kicking this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one was a 14. That misses.
Yep.
Second one is a 15. That hits.
Okay, great. I do 11 points of magical damage to it. If that matters. I don't know. This is big. I think it mattered for the last big thing we fought. Aiden's is up, right?
Yes.
Is there still one next to Bellis? I can't see it. I don't think Brian will be able to either.
Here, I'll just move it into.
Okay, then the answer is yes. You there, Brian?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, let's go hit this little.
Well, I'm sorry, you had that one grappled, didn't you?
Yeah, I took one with me.
Yeah, so that would be the one that you took with you.
Yeah, sure. And I want you to actually move it so it's next to the other guy. Like, move it south. Thank you.
I'm sorry, did you do damage to that one?
No, it's just being held.
Okay, you did damage to the other one. Gotcha.
Correct. I jumped and
Big
kicked
one.
it.
Yeah, and then cool. So okay, so I'm sorry, Aiden, you were saying?
So there's nothing near me.
Big guy. Direct
Big
line.
guy?
You bet.
All right, let's get him. I can't see him for some odd reason. The big guy.
How about now?
Yeah, he's obstructed. There's stuff in the way.
Can you see him now?
No.
No,
I see
actually,
the
like
two
the only
little
way to get within range to hit him is he's inside this like hollow in the rock.
Yeah, I know, but I can see him from here, right?
Yeah, but that's because like the line of sight stops right next to you.
Okay. Like, there's a diagonal to its massive bulk, though. So, like, Aiden can swing inwards. Like, Like if Aiden
Yeah,
was,
but between Aiden and this thing is a wall of rock.
but how about now?
Here, let me draw it.
Yeah, because the way I'm seeing it, the wall goes like this. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
What I'm saying is okay. Hold on. I'm gonna do a point. Ready? This is unobstructed, right?
it's like that. Oh,
Do you see the arrow I'm pointing? Is this unobstructed? This pass.
no.
How did I just kick it?
Although, if you wanted to do, yeah, you kicked it like that. You were
Okay, so-
attacking into this square.
I understand. I see.
So, if I can make it down to the two little boogers,
You can
I'll just swing at them.
go there and smash the first one to death.
Yeah. Well, I can try to do the second one, so I don't
No,
hit your hand.
don't get too close to Balro.
Yeah. So
So like
Yeah.
probably this square right here, or
Yeah.
down. Can you not move your token? Do you need me to move it for you?
I got him.
Okay. And you're attacking.
just well, if I move right there, I can moonbeam the
Oh, you,
thing.
yeah, for sure. Do that.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Yeah,
do a second
moonbeam
level
everything.
moonbeam.
Yeah, just moonbeam. Fuck it, Balro too.
Snap him out of his bullshit.
You're like,
Jonah, if you're watching, we love you.
He said he's gonna watch the VOD later.
All right, where are you? So second level moonbeam. That would finish up that slot, right, John?
You got one more second level spell.
Okay. I can't even find it on my sheet.
Don't worry about it. I got you.
Okay, cool, man.
Okay, so yeah, centering it like in between. So it's a 5-foot radius. So it's gonna plop right there. So it's 10 foot wide. It's gonna cut into the big one, the two little ones, and Valro. And here's the spell. And here's the damage. They need a con saving throw for each one of them.
So that's what, all three of the centipedes and Balro?
Correct. I got Balro.
Okay. And it's Constitution, you said?
You bet.
Those are
DC
for the
14.
small ones. Both fail.
Balro fails, takes 10 damage, falls to the ground.
Balro has bless.
Balro rolls a d4. Fails.
Whew.
Takes 10 damage,
What
falls
would-
to the ground.
Would Balro also get my aura?
5, 10, yeah, that would be a success. So half damage, 5 damage. Not falling to the ground. We threw everything at it, but we kept him alive. Okay.
I hurt him, but I keep him alive.
Anything else from you, Brian?
No. Well, I still have shield, right?
Shield of Faith is gone. It's been too long.
Oh, I will. I don't even know.
You can't cast another spell. You already cast Moonbeam.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's it then.
Okay, hold on. Before we get into, it's 10 o'clock. So I just wanted to say, if Chad, can you press the initiative button once so it clicks onto Marzena? Okay, Moonbeam was just cast. It hasn't gone a full duration. Are there any other concentration spells or effects that are currently in place?
Bless is up.
Plus,
Bless is active, and it's been up for 1 turn, right? So it still has another
Yeah.
bunch of turns. Okay,
9.
9. Any other spells that are currently in effect?
I feel like I've probably got maybe 5-10 minutes left of Summon Fae.
Okay. Aid is still in effect, and that's for another several hours. And
actually, okay, so Summon Fae would probably be
it's an hour. It's an hour.
It's an hour.
right, but
We've only been down here for 25 minutes according to your specific words.
right, and it took more than 30 minutes to get to where you're at.
Oh, yeah, it's boned.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
It would probably poof then at that point. So
Yeah.
so it's gone at this point.
Because you said yourself it felt like 45 minutes, and Chad had told you it had been 30. And you were like, okay. And so we've been down in this cave for 30 minutes. It would be gone.
Right.
Actually, no, No, sorry. Hold on. Sorry. We fought for less than a minute at the last fight.
That's what I was thinking.
We moved on
Go
to
ahead
30
and roll
minutes.
me. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Okay. Yeah, the math gets thrown off when you think about the fights only being a minute.
Yeah.
Right. It's going to be here for 3 more rounds.
Okay,
Got
cool.
it. More than fair. So that's also in effect. Any other spells that are currently active are in effect. Type them in the thing. If not, this has all been recorded too, so we can watch this back. And Rage has been in effect for 1 turn. There are 9 more turns left on that Rage. And yeah, Aid's going to be there for a while. Those are the only other effects that are currently present. We will pick up the fight next time. Sorry to cut you off, Chad, and slam it.
No, that's fine. 10 o'clock is fine.
Thanks for watching. We will pick up next week. See you.
Good session.